Lafferty was still in the heart of the order, was able to make some pitches down in the zone to get those 3 consecutive outs to finish the ball game for us.
It seems like the energy level has been extra higher these last couple days, maybe with the big series, but do you feel like maybe the guys are starting to get their legs back under them a bit?
Well, I think that's for sure. I mean, we're in a tough stretch there when we went to all the way down to Kansas City for 3 and came back here for Fargo for 3, then took that 17-hour trip to Gary for 3, then back here for 2, then out for 8, and that's a pretty difficult task. I mean, it's tough for guys like you and I. We're not even forced to play, and guys seem like they're starting to get rested a little bit. Don't get me wrong, there's some guys that I'm watching them play that I can really see need a DH day or a day off. Just unfortunately, the schedule's pretty grueling in this league. You play a lot of baseball on a lot of days, and there's not necessarily a whole lot of time for days off.
Matt Jackson will take the mound. Has done a great job this season, coming off a good start against Wichita over the weekend.
Well, yeah, we've gotten 4 pretty good starts in a row out of our rotation, and obviously if we're going to have a chance to compete with St. Paul, we're going to need Matt to give us another good outing today, and hopefully he can get us through 6 or 7 good ones and turn it over to the bullpen with a lead. If he's going to have some success, I think St. Paul showed their weakness last night, that they're a fastball hitting team. They're aggressive in those counts, and if you fall behind or you center cut too many pitches, they're going to get the barrel to it, and they got an explosive lineup, and there's probably 7 or 8 hitters in that lineup that had the ability to hit the ball out of the park at any time. So you got to be on top of your game, and for Matt to have success today, he's going to have to stay ahead in the count. He's going to have to spin a good breaking ball up there.
Keys here against Robert Coe, a good pitcher. Some of the firmer stuff in the league, but you guys have success against some of the harder throwers this year.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Coe is be patient with him, and he'll put some in the middle of the plate. I mean, he's an aggressive guy, and I always felt like with Coe, when he was at his best, his breaking ball, there was like a 10-mile-an-hour difference between his fastball and breaking ball. Every once in a while, his slider gets a little bit hard, and everything seems to be the same speed. And once he starts elevating the zone, he can get hurt a little bit. But when he's down in the zone, he's got a pretty explosive fastball. He's got a decent breaking ball, and he's tough to run against. So you're going to have to be able to capitalize on some mistakes.
All right, Rick, great job as always. Appreciate the time. Good luck here tonight.
Thanks, Steve.
Now it's Winnipeg Goldeyes manager Rick Forney joining us on tonight's Dugout Show, brought to you by Archangel Fireworks. Excellence in pyrotechnics. Winnipeg Goldeyes and St. Paul Saints getting ready for game number 2 of a 3-game series. Goldeyes took the opener last night by a final of 6-4. A stellar outing by Nick Hernandez, who earned his team-leading 9th win of the season. Goldeyes got some timely hitting over the first 8 innings against a very good starting pitcher in Anthony Claggett, and while the Saints were able to rally and got a 3-homer game from their left fielder Willie Cabrera, the Goldeyes were able to hold on. Brennan Lafferty retired the final 3 hitters of the game and picked up his 3rd save of the season. We'll take a break and come back with a closer look at tonight's starting pitchers, Matt Jackson and Robert Coe, 2 26-year-old righties, with On the Rubber coming up after this on the Rona pregame show ride to the ballpark on Jewel 101.
I've always been active, but when I started putting on weight and feeling tired and even avoiding family activities, no one could tell me what was wrong. I was concerned. A friend suggested I see his chiropractor. She developed a plan that involved changes in what I was eating, lifestyle, exercise, and spinal health. Seeing me more active, the rest of my family have started their own plan. Thanks to my chiropractor for making my life better.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
Shopping for new clothes really shouldn't lead to an existential crisis.
Why? Just why?
Find your fit at Sargent Blue Jeans. Choose from your favorite brands like Silver, Levi's, Buffalo, and Dickies. Sargent Blue Jeans carries specialty and hard-to-find sizing with on-site alterations while you wait. You don't have to settle for good enough when you can get the perfect fit. For the best in casual and work clothes, hit a home run with Sargent Blue Jeans, located on the corner of Sargent and Valor.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Back here at Shaw Park on the Rona pregame show ride to the ballpark. The Goldeyes and Saints getting ready for game number 2 of a 3-game series. Couple of good righties on the mound, both 26 years old. Matt Jackson for the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Robert Coe for the St. Paul Saints. On the Rubber is brought to you by Cal Tire, with 6 convenient locations in the Capital Region. Or more than just tires, Cal Tire, true service. Matt Jackson has made 17 starts for Winnipeg this season, a record of 8 wins and 6 losses, an ERA of 4.12. Jackson, 96 innings pitched. He's allowed 109 hits, walked only 31, struck out 69. Opponents are hitting .288 against the right-hander Matt Jackson. Jackson coming off a good performance against the Wichita Wingnuts over the weekend. Jackson pitching the Friday game. That was game 2 of this series. He would go 7 strong, allowed 4 runs, 3 of which were earned on 8 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 1. Would leave the ball game tied. He would take a no decision, and the Wingnuts would go on to win that by a final score of 6-5. Jackson at home this season has made 6 starts here at Shaw Park, a record of 2-2 with a 4.73 ERA. 10 starts lifetime at Shaw Park going back to last year, 3-2 in those 10 starts on this mound with an ERA of 4.23. A 31st round draft pick by the San Diego Padres in 2009 out of the University of South Alabama. Jackson, 38-27 in his professional career, now in its 6th season, a lifetime, .585 winning percentage and an ERA of 4.38. Control has always been a strength of Matt Jackson. This season, in his 17 starts, he has walked 2 or fewer batters in 12 of the 17, and he has walked 3 or fewer in 16 of 17 starts. There's been just 1 start this entire year in which Matt Jackson has walked 4 batters. For his career, he has averaged only 1.9 walks per 9 innings of work. Last season, Matt Jackson was tied for the best walk-to-9 inning ratio in the American Association at 1.1, and he had the best strikeout-to-walk ratio in the league at 7.4 last season for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Matt Jackson is a member of Winnipeg, 11-6 over the last season and a half, 23 starts in 1 game in relief, and an ERA of an even 4.00. Jackson has faced the Saints twice in his career, once last season and once this year. In the start here in 2014, one of his best of this season, that was July 15th. That was in game 1 of the doubleheader here at Shaw Park. He would go 6 innings, didn't allow a run. He scattered 5 hits, didn't walk a batter either, and struck out a season-high 10 hitters. He'd end up taking a no decision with the Saints coming back late in the top half of the 7th by a final score of 4-3, but Jackson certainly pitched well. He has allowed 3 or fewer earned runs in 11 out of 17 starts this season, and he has given up 4 or fewer in 14 of 17 starts. Jackson's opponent will be right-hander Robert Coe, the 2012 American Association Rookie of the Year. 14 starts this season for Robert Coe. He's 5-6, an ERA of 6.72, 79 innings pitched, 93 hits allowed, 39 walks, 59 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .296 against Robert Coe. He faced the Goldeyes on July 17th. That was the 5th game of that long 5-game series over 3 days, and the Goldeyes were able to beat Robert Coe. He didn't pitch poorly, 4 runs, only 2 of which were earned in 9 hits and 6 1/3. Winnipeg would go on to win that 7-2, a game that Rick Forney had characterized as a must-win game after St. Paul had taken 3 of the first 4 in that 5-game series. Coe lifetime against the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 4 starts, 6 games in relief, a 1-3 record and a 4.58 ERA. That's in the regular season. He, of course, faced Winnipeg twice in the 2011 Division Series. Starting game 1 right here at Shaw Park, he pitched very well, but took a no decision. And then he also started the decisive game 5 at Midway Stadium. Took a no decision there, but the Saints would win that in the bottom half of the 9th by a final score of 5-4. So Robert Coe will make his second start this season against the Winnipeg Goldeyes, his 5th all-time. That'll wrap things up for this edition of the Rona pregame show. Ride to the ballpark. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and first pitch after this on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Rona pregame show Ride to the Ballpark. Stay tuned. The game is coming up next on Jewel 101.
Save on your next energy bill with helpful tips from Manitoba Hydro. Even small changes can make a big impact on the environment. Install dimmer switches on the lights you use most often to control exactly how much light and electricity you use. Unplug your cell phone chargers once they finish charging. Chargers continue to draw energy even after your device is fully charged. And whenever possible, use cold water for laundry. For more ways to conserve energy, visit hydro.mb.ca.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Stay informed on all the latest news and entertainment with the Winnipeg Free Press. The Winnipeg Free Press gives you the most in-depth local, national, and international news coverage, unrivaled coverage of the arts, and the best in sports. And as the winner of the Canadian Journalism Foundation's 2013 Excellence in Journalism Award, when someone asks,
Where'd you hear that?
And you answer,
I read it in the Free Press.
You can always count on having the full story. The Winnipeg Free Press, there for you.
Summer barbecues on the patio. They're all fun and games until someone slips and drops an entire plate of steaks.
No!
Prairie Safety Surfacing can help keep your family and steaks safe all year round with Rubber Rock, the original rubber safety surfacing in North America since 1983. Prairie Safety Surfacing mix and pour Rubber Rock on site to create a seamless, non-skid finish on your patio, driveway, pool deck, and more. Trust the original Rubber Rock. Bounces like rubber, wears like rock. Learn more at prairiesafetysurfacing.com.
Go to bostonpizza.com and finger cook a meal the whole family will love. Don't waste your precious time cooking when you don't have to. We know you've got more important things to do, like watching sports highlights, stopping your kids from bumping into stuff, or simply taking a break from napping. And with over 100 menu items to choose from, everyone can get exactly what they want. To order, call 925-4111 or finger cook today at bostonpizza.com.
We all love to save. Save time, save gas, save space. And what gives you the biggest smile is when you save money. But will your money save itself? Don't bank on it. Count on Steinbach Credit Union instead. With great savings rates that start paying interest from $1 and a wide range of GICs that make saving even easier, you'll be smiling from year to year. Want to save? Talk to SCU, because we're taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
It's time for Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on the crystal clear FM airwaves of Jewel 101. Now, let's go to the ballpark for tonight's game. Here's Steve Schuster.
From Shaw Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba, you're listening to Goldeyes Baseball, presented by MTS on Jewel 101. Tonight is Game 2 of a 3-game series between the St. Paul Saints and your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Tonight's starting pitchers for the Saints, right-hander Robert Coe, and for the Goldeyes, right-hander Matt Jackson. Well, hi again, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. The Goldeyes and Saints continue their big series for the battle atop the North Division. Winnipeg took the opener last night, a final score of 6-4. They were once again backed by a great starting pitching effort. Last night it was Nick Hernandez going 8+, allowing 4 earned runs to earn his 9th victory of the season. And tonight the Goldeyes send Matt Jackson to the hill as Winnipeg looks to clinch this 3-game series. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the St. Paul Saints, managed by George Samus, who is in his 11th year. Devin Tout is the second baseman and leading off. Joe Bonfi is the right fielder and batting second. Willie Cabrera is in left field hitting third. Keith Brackold is the DH in batting cleanup. Henry Wrigley is at third base hitting 5th. Angelo Sacco is at first base hitting 6th. Jake Taylor is the catcher hitting 7th. Jared McDonald is the center fielder hitting 8th. And Joey Becker is the shortstop and batting 9th. The starting lineup is brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries located at 1425 Ellis Avenue for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Devin Tout, a left-hand batter, 9th in the league and inning at .342, steps in against Matt Jackson. And the first pitch of the evening is a fastball taken high and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Tonight's opening pitch at 7:06 p.m. brought to you by Best Western Plus. Jackson's 1-0 to Tout, and that's a little bit low over the outside half. It's 2 balls and no strikes. The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is Winnipeg's premier event venue. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel. Down swings and tips it foul into the mid of Luis Allen. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Down with 3 homers and 29 runs batted in to go along with his .342 batting average. The 2-1, it foul off to the left side. Late swing and a fastball on the hands. And it's now 2-2 on the second baseman, Devin Tout. Tout followed by Joe Bonfi and Willie Cabrera here on the top half of the first. Couple players in the lineup tonight that were not in the starting lineup last night. Joe Bonfi in right field and Jared McDonald in center field. 2-2 on Tout, a left-hand batter. Jackson delivers. It foul again the other way. Similar pitch, and it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. 86 miles an hour in, and Tout had a late swing. Devin Tout earlier this year, a 15-game hitting streak, June 18th through July 24th, in his second year of professional baseball, and still a classified rookie in the league. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a high chopper to the right side, fair ball, backhanded up high by Casey Arthur. He'll step on first himself, and Tout is retired to begin tonight's ball game. Defensively tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, Casey Arthur is at first base. Brock Bond is at second. Jake Blackwood is at third base. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop. Donnie Webb is in left field. Reggie Abercrombie is in center. Ryan Pineda is in right field. And Luis Allen does the catching for the right-hander, Matt Jackson. Here's Joe Bonfi, the right fielder, having a good year. Bonfi hitting .296. And the first pitch, fastball on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Bonfi, 3 homers and 32 runs batted in. He is 21 for 60 in his last 19 games, hitting .350. Right-hand batter, slightly closed stance. Allen setting up way inside. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. To his right, Kuhn, tough hoppy fields. Throw to first, in time to get Bonfi. And Matt Jackson has retired the first 2, both on ground balls. Willie Cabrera, last night's hitting star, stepping to the plate. He had 3 home runs. That tied a St. Paul Saints franchise record, which is certainly an impressive feat when you consider the Saints one of the original members of the Northern League, now in their 22nd season of existence, and they certainly have had a lot of on-field success over the last 2+ decades. Cabrera with his 3 homers last night, tying Saul Bustos, who did it on June 1st of 1999 against the Madison Black Wolf on the road, and then Jonathan Van Every, who did it on May 23rd of 2011 against the Grand Prairie Airhogs. That was at Midway Stadium. First pitch to Cabrera, fastball low and inside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Cabrera hit a solo shot in the first, a solo shot in the 6th, and then a 2-run homer in the top of the 9th. Full windup by Jackson. Breaking ball on the outside corner. A big curveball from Jackson to even the count at 1-1. Matt Jackson, 6'4", 195 pounds, a 26-year-old right-hander from Houghton, Louisiana. 2 outs and nobody on base. Cabrera stands back in the box. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to shortstop. 3 hops fielded by Tyler Kuhn. He throws to first in plenty of time to get Cabrera. And the Saints are retired 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Middle of the first at Shaw Park. It's the Saints nothing, and the Goldeyes coming to bat on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and it's It's a grand slam! Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
Salisbury House has hit a home run with the introduction of their new premium fresh-cut fries by Cavendish. Available at all 7 Salisbury House family and 7 Sal's Express restaurants and Shop Park too. They will remind you of the taste and quality when Mom made them at home. So swing into Sal's for their new fresh-cut fries on every platter. Ask about Goldeyes vouchers redeemable for free tickets to Goldeyes home games, compliments of Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
No score, bottom half of the first inning. Matt Jackson on 3 ground balls retired the Saints in order. We'll take a look now at tonight's starting lineup for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, managed by Rick Forney, who is in his 9th season. Brock Bond is at second base and leading off. Jake Blackwood is the third baseman in batting second. Tyler Kuhn is at shortstop hitting third. Casey Harther is the first baseman in batting cleanup. Reggie Abercrombie is the center fielder hitting 5th. Donnie Webb is in left field hitting 6th. Josh Mazzola is the DH batting 7th. Luis Allen is the catcher hitting 8th. And Ryan Pineda is the right fielder and batting 9th. On the mound tonight for the St. Paul Saints, 26-year-old right-hander Robert Coe will make his 15th start of the season. He's 5-6 with a 6.72 ERA, 79 innings pitched, 93 hits, 39 walks, 59 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .296 against the right-hander Robert Coe. Brock Bond on base 2 more times last night, including his team-leading 37th walk. Steps in. Switch hitter for the left side of the plate, and Coe's first pitch, a fastball just missing outside. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. Brock Bond, 340 no homers and 16 runs batted, and he crowds the plate. The 1-0 pitch, fastball high and away, and it's now 2-0. The walk to Bond came leading off the bottom of the first last night against Anthony Claggett, and he would later score on a base hit from Reggie Abercrombie to tie the game. Henry Wrigley playing in a third, and Bond takes a fastball over the outside edge. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Bond, Blackwood, and Kuhn in the bottom of the first inning, no score. Robert Coe, the tall and wiry right-hander, goes to the lineup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball outside, 89 miles an hour. And it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. It's really hard to decide what's more impressive. Bond's 37 walks, the fact that he's only struck out 11 times on the year. Outside ball 4 and make that 38 walks for Brock Bond. So for a second straight game in this series, Bond draws a leadoff walk in the opening inning. And a good start for Winnipeg. Will try and build the early lead. Jake Blackwood stepping up. Defensively tonight for the St. Paul Saints, Angelo Sacco is at first base. Devin Tout is at second. Henry Wrigley is at third base. Joey Becker is the shortstop. Willie Cabrera is in left field. Jared McDonald is in center. Joe Bonfie is in right field. And Jake Taylor is behind the plate for the right-hander Robert Coe. Bond's got a huge lead. The pitch low and inside. It gets away from Taylor. That'll go to the backstop, and Bond will take second. He makes the turn as Taylor digs it out near the backstop, and the Goldeyes have a runner on second base and no one down. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Robert Coe. So now the Goldeyes have a runner in scoring position, and a 1 ball and no strike count on the red-hot Jake Blackwood. His season average up to .294. 7 homers and 30 runs batted, and he's riding a 7-game hitting streak. 3 for 4 last night, including another home run. Blackwood, a right-hand batter, slightly closed stance. The corners pinch in. That's Wrigley at third and Sacco at first base. Coe from the high set. The pitch way outside. That's off the glove of Taylor. And Bond will go to third base. That one will be scored a passed ball. And just like that, Brock Bond is just 90 feet from home plate. So a wild pitch and a breaking ball bounced in front, and here a passed ball just off the mid of Jake Taylor, reaching to his right. Now it's 2-0, and all of a sudden the Goldeyes and a deep fly ball could get the first run across. Blackwood on the season hitting .304 with runners on base. So Brock Bond is on third without a ball having yet to be put in play by the Winnipeg Goldeyes on offense. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a high bouncer to shortstop. A run will score. It's backhanded by Becker. Only play at first. Makes the throw in time as Bond comes across with the game's first run. Jake Blackwood makes it 1-0 Winnipeg on a high bouncer to short. Joey Becker is playing back. And the Goldeyes manufacture the first run of the game for Blackwood, his 31st RBI of the year. So a very productive out for Jake Blackwood. A walk, a wild pitch, a pass ball, and an RBI ground out. 1 out and nobody on for Tyler Kuhn. Kuhn tied for third in the league in batting at .355, 4 homers and 41 runs batted in. He hits one foul off the very top of the screen just to our left, and the count is no balls and 1 strike. 1-0 Goldeyes in the bottom half of the first. Another win tonight would increase the Goldeyes lead to 5 games in the American Association North. Cole winds in the 0-1 pitch. Fastball low and inside, 91 miles an hour, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Kuhn a .374 average over his last 43 games with 23 runs batted in. He's a left-hand batter. Outfield shades him a few steps the other way. The 1-1 pitch, drive in the air towards left center field. To his left is Willie Cabrera reaching up, and Cabrera makes the catch for the second out. Good opposite field swing, 2 outs and nobody on. Casey Harder now stepping up, leads the league in hitting at .375, 11 home runs, and he's tied for 10th with 56 runs batted in. The Goldeyes once again in the alternate navy blue tops with the Winnipeg W logo on the upper left side. White numbers, no names in the back. Home white pants, no trim, and the navy blue caps. First pitch to Harder, curveball, catches the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. The Saints are in their traditional road grays with blue trim down the center, St. Paul and block lettering on the front side. Swing and a miss at a slider away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Casey Harder. Blue numbers, no names in the backs of the jerseys, matching road gray pants with blue trim, and they are wearing the lavender caps. Right-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Here's the 0-2 to Casey Harder. Low and outside, bounced the slider, knocked down by Jake Taylor, and the count is 1-2. Tonight's umpires, Joe Stegner is behind the plate. Bobby Feaster is at first, and Nick Gonzalez is at third base. 1-0 Goldeyes in the bottom half of the first. Goldeyes scoring that run without a hit. 1-2 the count on Harder, holds the bat high above his head. Coe delivers. High fly ball to right field, pretty deep. Back goes Bonfie onto the track, back at the wall, diving on the track, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Joe Bonfie takes away an extra base hit from Casey Harder. He got turned around, falls on the winning track and makes a diving play. And the Goldeyes are retired in the bottom half of the first, but not before they scratch out a run without a hit. There is nobody left on base, and at the end of 1 inning at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 1 and the Saints nothing on Jewel 101.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
There's no feeling like escaping to the lake and catching a few fish. And Pro-Am Tackle has everything to make a fishing trip perfect. Rods, reels, tackle, trolling motors, even live tackle year-round and much more. Plus, the guys at Pro-Am Tackle are local, know their stuff, and the best fishing spots. Oh, hold on. Hello? Jim? That you waving from the canoe down the lake? Let me send you a selfie with the fish I just caught. I loves me some nature.
Pro-Am Tackle, 1094 Nairn, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. 1-0 Goldeyes, and the Jake Blackwood RBI ground out. We go to the top of the second. Keith Brackle hitting cleanup leads off against Matt Jackson, and he takes a fastball low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Brackle the DH this evening for George Samus and the St. Paul Saints. Jackson winds. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to right field. Pineda shading against the sun. Reaches, makes the catch. Nice play by Ryan Pineda. That ball came out of the shadows, and right off the bat, you could see Pineda immediately trying to shade the sun with his glove and then cut over to his right before reaching high above his head. And he takes away an extra base hit from Keith Brackle. 1 out and nobody on base. That'll bring up the third baseman, Henry Wrigley, who was stranded on second when last night's game ended. He was the first batter that Brendan Lafferty faced, and he singled to bring the tying run to the plate after Lafferty had relieved Nick Hernandez, but Lafferty got the next 3 hitters in a row, and the Goldeyes won 6-4. First pitch, fastball knee high for a strike, and it's 0-1. Wrigley, 296 on the year, 14 homers, tied for 8th in the league, and he ranks 3rd with 62 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air towards left. Moving over, Webb, he reaches over and makes the catch. Henry Wrigley put a good swing and a low breaking ball. It wasn't a bad location there by Jackson. Wrigley simply went down and got it. He hit it hard out towards left. Donnie Webb was in the vicinity and made the play, so a couple of loud outs. Matt Jackson has 2 outs and nobody on, having thrown just 4 pitches here in the top half of the second. Angelo Sacco stepping to the plate, a left-handed batter. Sacco 277, 12 homers, tied for 11th in the league, and 52 runs batted in. Those are the 15th most in the American Association. Here's the first pitch. Fastball comes over the outside corner. Looked like a cutter there from Matt Jackson. It's no balls and 1 strike. Sacco now 3 for 22 in his last 6 games after a 24-game stretch in which he batted .365 with 21 driven in. The pitch, changeup just outside, 79 miles an hour, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes 1, Saints nothing in the top of the first at Shaw Park. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Jackson with a full windup and the 1-1. Sacco takes a breaking ball over the outside corner. Slow curveball from Jackson, and it cut the back door, and he works in front of Sacco. A ball and 2 strikes. Sacco has struck out 69 times on the year. Jackson earlier this season struck out 10 Saints without a walk in 6 innings of work. Swinging a foul straight back at a piece of a high fastball, and it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was on July 15th here at Shaw Park. 6 scoreless and 5 hits, no walks, and a season-high 10 strikeouts. A game in which the Saints would rally for 4 runs in the top of the 7th, and that ended the doubleheader and won 4-3. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's in there for a called strike 3. The inning is over. Perfect 2-seam fastball from Matt Jackson locks up Angelo Sacco, and Jackson has retired the first 6 to face him. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Middle of the second at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 1 and the Saints nothing on Jewel 101.
At Cal Tire, they are the tire and wheel experts. They have the best selection of tires and wheels in the city, all at prices that can't be beat. If you find a lower advertised price, bring it in and they'll match it or even beat it. This spring, pay attention to your vehicle by taking it to the experts at Cal Tire. It's time to talk to Cal at any one of their 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Woo! Bon voyage, Winnipeg!
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.mb.ca.
The new Jewel 101 is your official source for everything Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Tune in as we broadcast the games on air this baseball season. Listen live online at jewel101.com.
And stay tuned for station exclusives, contests, and giveaways, including your chance to see the Winnipeg Goldeyes live in action.
Jewel 101, the official radio home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
For more Goldeyes news, schedules, and information, check out the all-new jewel101.com. And now, Back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball.
This is Nick Hernandez, and you're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation by purchasing a Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, and your name will go down in history. Literally. Personalized bricks located on the walkway to Shaw Park are a unique way to honor loved ones, promote businesses and organizations, or celebrate a special event. For more information on how to purchase your Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE. 1-0 Winnipeg, bottom of the second here at Shaw Park. Reggie Abercrombie steps to the plate. He'll be followed by Donnie Webb and Josh Mazzola against the 26-year-old right-hander Robert Coe. Abercrombie 284 on the season, 15 homers, tied for 4th in the league. And he ranks 9th with 57 runs batted in. Abercrombie, a right-handed batter in his last 20 games. Reggie 30 for 78, a .385 average with 23 driven in and 18 runs scored. Go for the windup, hit in the air to deep left field, forget it. Cabrera turns and watches, and it is long gone. Reggie Abercrombie with a no-doubt line drive shot to left field, his 16th homer of the year. And Abercrombie leads off the bottom of the second with a solo shot to give the Goldeyes a 2-0 lead against Robert Coe and the St. Paul Saints. Right off the bat, you knew that was gone. And Abercrombie now 4 homers shy from repeating as the only player in league history to go 20 homers and 20 stolen bases. That is very much within reach. Donnie Webb steps to the plate, a switch hitter left-handed. That homer by Reggie Abercrombie is brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Webb swings and lines it the other way for a base hit. Willie Cabrera plays it in a hop, and Donnie Webb is now at safely in 11 consecutive games. Our Home Run Sports home run winner is Ella King. Congratulations, Ella. Stop by Home Run Sports to receive your $20 gift card. Goldeyes fans can enter to win all season long by visiting Home Run Sports, located on Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of La Jamodier. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Here's Josh Mazzola, right-hand batter, wide open stance. Donnie Webb, the league leader in steals. Robert Coe from the stretch. And the first pitch, a hard fastball taken low. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Robert Coe, much like Anthony Claggett last night, very quick to the plate. During his 3 years as a member of the Saints, opposing base stealers have been thrown out 57% of the time, 12 out of 21. Mazzola waits for the right side. Runner goes, pitch taken low, throw to second base by Taylor. Webb slides, and he's out at second base. So Jake Taylor with a strong throw. Robert Coe quick to the plate. And for Taylor, the 5th runner that he has caught stealing this season. It'll go down 2-4. Catcher to second base with Tout covering and applying the tag. So it's 2 balls and no strikes on Josh Mazzola. Now bases empty and 1 away. The Goldeyes have a 2-0 lead over the Saints in the bottom of the second. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball high and inside, 91 miles an hour. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. Mazzola 256, 9 home runs, and 46 runs batted in. The 3-0 pitch on the inside half, 92, hardest pitch thrown today by Robert Coe, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. Luis Allen waiting on deck. Reggie Abercrombie leading off this inning with a homer to left field. The 3-1 pitch to Mazzola, bounced foul behind the plate, and it's still 3-2. Hey fans, next time you're at a Goldeyes game, bring along a non-perishable food item for donation to Winnipeg Harvest. Collection bins are located at every ballpark entrance. Peak of the Market and the Goldeyes encourage all listeners to help those in need. Should say the count goes to 3-2 after that foul ball. Now the payoff pitch. It foul off to the right side, or he swung through. It gets away from Taylor. The throw to first, a high throw. Sanko grabs it, and he comes down on top of the bag, and that will complete the strikeout. So it appeared that that ball may have been tipped foul. Mazzola had apparently swung through, and it popped out of the glove of Jake Taylor and rolled behind him about 15 feet. Mazzola broke for first. Taylor grabbed it. Then he almost overshot Angelo Sanko. Sanko with a jump in the air caught it and then came down with his foot on the first base bag just as Mazzola was coming down the line. So it'll go down as a strikeout, the first of the game for Robert Coe. and it's finished up 2-3 in the put-out, catcher to first base. 2 outs and nobody on for Luis Allen, a right-hand batter. Co delivers. Fastball low and outside for ball 1. That first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. 1 strike and you're out. The 1-0 pitch hit in the air towards center field. Going back, McDonald to his right now, reaches and makes the catch. And the side is retired. The Goldeyes had another run. There were 2 hits and nobody left on base. And at the end of 2 innings at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 2 and the Saints nothing on Jewel 101.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
Let's say you're looking for the best waste company in the market. One that's been recognized not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 years in a row as the best in the business. Know who I'm talking about? Think silver trucks and green bins. That's right, Johnson Waste Management. Not bad for a locally owned family-run business fighting it out in the alley. Johnson Waste Management, doing their best to be the very best.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Los Angeles to Winnipeg, 3,324 kilometers. Portage to Winnipeg, 85 kilometers. Which carrots do you think are fresher? Peak of the market, the vegetables less traveled, and that's a good thing.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Come celebrate your birthday Goldeyes style. Partygoers receive a souvenir hot dog, potato chips, and soft drink, plus birthday cake and mini donuts to enjoy in the stands, courtesy of Little Orbit's Mini Donuts. The guest of honor also receives a birthday card, Goldeyes baseball, photo with Goldie, happy birthday, PA announcement during the game, and more. Parties are just $16 per person based on a minimum of 10 guests. Call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE to book your next birthday bash. 2-0 Winnipeg. We go to the top half of the third after Reggie Abercrombie slugged a long solo shot to left field, his 16th of the year. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Saints. Jake Taylor, Jared McDonald, and Joey Becker. Jake Taylor, a right-hand batter, doing the catching tonight. Dwight Childs is on the bench, as is Evan Bigley. Fastball over the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Taylor hitting .292 in the year, 5 homers, and 22 runs batted in. Outfield deep and a step to left against the right-hand batter, Jake Taylor. Jackson delivers. Fastball low and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. Hit on the ground the other way, long range for Bond to his left, reaches down, he fields, throws to first in time to get Taylor. Good play by Brock Bond. He was shaded up the middle against the right-hand batter. Had to take several steps to his left, eventually grabbed that with both feet on the outfield grass. But once he had it, he had time to set his feet and throw out Jake Taylor at first base. Jared McDonald will make his first appearance of this series. He is subbing in for Evan Bigley. Bigley, the All-Star, is missing only his 3rd game of this season. But Bigley, 20 for 107 in his last 25 games. A 187 average and only 6 runs batted in during that 25-game stretch. McDonald, a left-hand batter, and he swings through a fastball inside. It's 0-1. In his first 52 games, Evan Bigley at .357 and drove in 42. It's not an easy decision to sit an All-Star, especially at a premium position like center field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball. This is just outside. That was a great pitch by Jackson, and it's now 1-1. George Samus doing what he feels is going to give the Saints the best opportunity to win as of this moment, and McDonald's done a very good job for the Saints since they acquired him in a trade during the month of July. Swinging a ground ball out in front of second base, fielded by Bond. Sidearm throw to first in time to get McDonald. And good to see McDonald running through the bag there hard down the first base line. Couple of ground balls to Brock Bond at second, and it's quickly 2 outs and nobody on base. Joey Becker now steps up. Becker, the shortstop and a right-hand batter, 270 on the year with 1 homer and 19 runs batted in. A hot hitter over the last month and a half. In his last 39 games, Becker 39 for 125, a .312 average. Began the season at .223 in his first 34 games. 2-0 Winnipeg. We're in the top half of the third, game 2, in front of a huge crowd tonight at Shaw Park. Jackson winds in the pitch. Fastball misses down low, and it's 1-0. Joe Stegner, tonight's home plate umpire, his experience in AAA is typically a very tight home plate umpire. Righty against righty. And the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive to center field. It'll land in front of Abercrombie for a base hit. A 2-out single to center, and that's the first base runner of the night for St. Paul. Stegner this season has averaged 1.66 strikeouts for every walk. That is below this year's league average of 1.87. And over the last 4 years in the league, Stegner first coming to the American Association in 2011, he's averaged only 1.28 strikeouts for every walk. And that is below the historical league average of 1.77 by a significant margin. Joey Becker, 1 out of 1 on steals. He's got a short lead held by Casey Harther, a right-handed fielder. First pitch to Devin Tout. Not a bad fastball, but Joe Stegner said it missed low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tout hit a high chopper to first that was gloved by Casey Harther, and he took it to the bag himself to begin tonight's game for the first out. He's a left-hand batter. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball away. Good late action on that 2-seamer from Matt Jackson. It's now 1-1 on Devin Tout, who came in at .342, 9th best in the American Association. And most of his damage has been done against right-hand pitchers, hitting .366 against righties. 1 on and 2 out, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a changeup low and outside. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rick Forney talking about the effectiveness yesterday of Nick Hernandez. Once he got ahead with strike 1, he really went right to that changeup. A lot of times pitchers will go with that fastball until they get to 2 strikes and then throw the breaking ball or change. Swing and a bouncer foul straight down. Just got a piece. May have caught him in the front foot. And Tout stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jackson has followed that same game plan. The Saints a very aggressive team. They've got a lot of talent and certainly a lot of power up and down their lineup. Jackson, over the first 3 innings, as soon as he has gotten that first strike, he has gone either the curveball, changeup, or slider. Joey Becker on first with 2 down. Devin Tout, 3 homers on the year. He represents the tying run at the plate. 2-0 Goldeyes in the top of the third. Jackson set below the belt. The pitch, lashed foul the other way. Late swing and a fastball. It hits off the skybox facing and then ricochets back into the lower level. So the count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Devin Tout. Joe Bonfi waiting on deck if Tout can extend the inning. Devin Tout last year playing briefly in the American Association with the El Paso Diablos. Also had time with the normal Corn Belters in the Frontier League. Another 1-2 pitch inside, almost hit him. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Devin Tout also third of the league in on base percentage at .429. He has walked 28 times this year. Is prone to the strikeout, 46 of those in 52 games played. The 2-2 pitch, outside and low, missed with a changeup at 79 miles an hour. So Tout's worked the count full. He's gone from 1-2 to 3-2. And that will give Joey Becker the automatic start on first, 3-2 and 2 men down. Outfield a step deep and straightaway. Matt Jackson brings the hands together. The runner goes, 3-2 pitch, swinging a grounder, back to Jackson. He makes the backhand stop, underhand flip to Casey Harther, and that'll retire the side in the top half of the third. Nice play by Matt Jackson. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. Middle of the third at Shaw Park. It's 2-0 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa. Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
Whoa, that was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
Most days, you can predict what life's gonna throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while,
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
when life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark, and especially at Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them in the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is their tradition.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Get your group of 25 or more together for a Goldeyes game. Our group packages suit everyone from the family gathering to the team at work that wants to share in the experience of exciting Goldeyes baseball. These packages are full of benefits just for your group. Seating is available in all areas of Shaw Park. Call our group department at 982 base and let one of our event experts look after the details of your next outing. Don't forget to ask about our group picnic packages or the Goldeyes patio deck. 2-0 Winnipeg in the bottom half of the third. Ryan Pineda, Brock Bond, and Jake Blackwood against the hard-throwing right-hander Robert Coe. First pitch, a slider low and away. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Pineda homered last night, a solo shot in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball low and away, and it's 2-0. Pineda 286 this year, 4 homers and 27 runs batted in. A right-hand batter with a wide stance and a deep crouch. Third baseman Henry Wrigley plays on the infield grass, swinging a line shot down the left field line that hooks foul. Pineda got around, and a high 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Robert Coe was just a touch out in front, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 years ago, Robert Coe was the American Association's Rookie of the Year. He went 12-5 at an ERA of just 2.91. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball bounced in front of the plate. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Robert Coe with 12 victories against only 5 losses. His true rookie season was in 2011. And as per the American Association rules, he was still a classified rookie the following year. Fastball high and inside. 89 miles an hour for ball 4, and Ryan Pineda draws the leadoff walk. Second walk given up by Robert Coe. And for Ryan Pineda, his 22nd of the season. Well, it's a third straight inning in which the Goldeyes have had the leadoff hitter reach base. Pineda can run 5 for 6 in steals. Although he saw in the last inning the combination of Robert Coe and Jake Taylor, the backup catcher, tough to run on. Here's the set in the first pitch to Brock Bond. Change up on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Bond led off the first with a walk. You would go to second on a wild pitch. Took third on a passed ball. And then scored in the RBI ground out from Jake Blackwood to give the Goldeyes a 1-0 lead. Switch hitter left-handed. Fastball high and away, 89 miles an hour. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pineda held by Angelo Sacco at first, a right-handed fielder. 2-0 Goldeyes, bottom half of the third. Game 2 of a 3-game series. Coe ready, third base, side of the rubber. The pitch, line shot down the right field line. That hooks foul. That was similar to the 2-0 swing by Pineda. Bond saw a fastball he liked, left over the plate. He was a little bit out in front. That last one clocked at 88 miles an hour. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Following that great 2012 season, Coe had his contract purchased by the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he did well last year, splitting time in low A and high A. Went 5-4 with a 4.60 earned run average. Toss over to first base, and Pineda's back ahead of the tag from Angelo Sacco. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Runner on first and nobody out. Bond crowds the plate. Coe ready in the 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit, past the dive of Sacco and down the right field line. Pineda turns second, on his way to third. Here's a throw by Bonfy, and it's not going to be in time. Pineda slides in safe, and the Goldeyes have runners on the corners with nobody out. Joe Bonfy overthrew the cutoff man. Fire to third base. Pineda was going to get in there well ahead of the throw, and fortunately for Bonfy, that very hard one-hopper was snagged by Henry Wrigley. If that gets by, then Pineda ends up scoring, and Bond goes to second. So Brock Bond on base for a second time tonight. And it's first and third, nobody out, with the red-hot Jake Blackwood stepping to the plate. Blackwood drove in the first run of the night with a high chopper to short to score Bond from third. It was Blackwood's 31st RBI this season. Wrigley playing even with a bag at third. Middle infield is back for two. And Bond is held at first by Angelo Sacco. The first pitch, an 88-mile-an-hour fastball taken low and outside. It's 1-0 strikes. Cole last pitched on Thursday against the Sioux City Explorers, earned the victory. It was his first since June 6th, almost 2 months. Right-hander against right-hander. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul tip. That's held by Jake Taylor. Now 1-1 strike. Coe in 6 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs on 6 hits, walked 1 and struck out 2. And the Saints beat the Explorers 4-2, but Sioux City rallied to win the next 3 games in that series. Ryan Pineda is on third base. Brock Bond is on first with nobody out. Goldeyes leading 2-0 in the bottom half of the third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Very low call by Joe Stegner. Now it's 1-2 strikes on Jake Blackwood. Tyler Kuhn, a left-hand batter, waiting on deck. Coe has done all right against right-hand batters this season. They're hitting .278 against them. Lefties, though, are hitting .345 against Robert Coe. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and outside with a slider. Great stop by Jake Taylor. That'll prevent a wild pitch. So now it's 2-2 strikes on consecutive pitches with Blackwood on the plate in the bottom of the first. Coe threw a wild pitch and a breaking ball in the dirt, and then Taylor was charged with a passed ball. Unable to control the fastball a little bit outside. Pineda on third, Bond on first, both can run. Bond's got a huge lead at first base. Outfield a couple steps to left against Blackwood. And the 2-2, swinging a high bouncer to the right side. Tough play. Becker Field steps on second. No attempt at first. In to score from third, Ryan Pineda. And it's 3-0 Goldeyes in the bottom half of the third inning. A very high bouncer might have caught the front part of home plate. And Blackwood, for a second time tonight, drives on a run with a ground ball. Second RBI tonight, is 32nd of the year. Joey Becker did everything he could to give himself a chance in that double play. He saw that ball was going to land right over the second base bag, so he had his foot waiting. He caught it. That was in time to force out Bond, but Bond on a good takeout slide, and Becker didn't bother making a throw to first. First pitch to Tyler Kuhn. Fastball taken low and outside. And the count 1-0 strikes. So Blackwood is safe at first on the fielder's choice. Bond erased 6 unassisted over the second base bag, and Pineda comes in to score the run. Runner on first and 1 down. And the pitch, change up on the outside corner. It's 1-1 strike. Kuhn hit the ball well to left his first time up, but it was in the direction of Willie Cabrera. With 3 homers last night for the Saints, Cabrera made the catch, and that was the second out of the opening inning. Right at a lefty, the pitch, high fly ball, foul the other way. Kuhn a little bit behind on a fastball, 91 miles an hour from Robert Coe. And again, the Shaw Park Raider gun typically a couple of miles an hour slow. Robert Coe is routinely 92 to 93 during his 2012 campaign. He's a converted college catcher, didn't start pitching till his senior season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground to the right side. Tough play, and it gets by Sacco into right field. Blackwood makes the turn. He'll get to third without a throw from Joe Bonfy. A ground ball single through the right side for Tyler Kuhn, and the Goldeyes have runners on the corners for Casey Harther. A ground ball. Sacco was holding on Blackwood, so he had to move to his right. He tried the backhand attempt, and it got underneath his glove and through to shallow right field. Heads up base running by Jake Blackwood, and for a second time in the inning, the Goldeyes have men on the corners. Casey Harther, who drilled the ball to right center field his first time up, was robbed by Joe Bonfy in a diving, maybe even more of a falling catch on the winning track in right field to take away an extra base hit. Kerry Leitenberg, the former big league pitcher of the Atlanta Braves and the current pitching coach for the St. Paul Saints, will go out and have a talk with the right-hander Robert Coe. Coe played his college baseball at the University of Wisconsin at Whitewater. During his junior and senior seasons, He had 380 as a junior in 2010, drove in 40 runs in 48 games. During his senior year in 2011, he had 350 and drove in 48 runs in 49 games. But during that senior year, Wisconsin Whitewater is very short on pitching, and Coe, who was the starting catcher, was asked if he could throw out of the bullpen for a few games, and 9 appearances in 12 1/3 innings. He would strike out 12 and posted a 0.73 ERA that caught the attention of the Saints, and they would sign him to his first professional contract later that summer. Casey Harther, a right-hand batter. Breaking ball down low. Another good stop by Jake Taylor. And the count is 1 ball and 0 strikes. Winnipeg has scored in each of the first 3 innings. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 so far here in the third, and the Goldeyes are threatening for more. Jake Blackwood is on third base. Tyler Kuhn, good speed on first, and Kuhn's getting a big lead. He's 10 for 12 in steals. The 1-0 from Coe. On the inside half, a changeup. Good pitch by Coe to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. The Saints no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Robert Coe had a 4.93 ERA during his true rookie season in 2011. Swinging a ground ball towards the hole. Wrigley scoops. He's got it. Goes to second for 1. The reel to first by Tout is in time for the double play, and that retires the side. Good take and attempt by Tyler Kuhn, but Devin Tout, a rookie second baseman, made a fantastic turn over the second base bag. It'll go down 5-4-3. The Goldeyes get a run. There were 2 hits and 1 left on base. And at the end of 1 inning here at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints nothing on Jewel 101.
I'm off to the UPS store.
We don't need anything shipped.
Well, I'm getting our office printing and brochures made up, and I need some name badges and these pages laminated for our training class tomorrow.
At the UPS store?
Yeah, they do everything.
No, really, what are you shipping?
Copy, print, ship, and more at the UPS store. With their digital and wide format printing services as well as in-house graphic design services, they've got all your business needs covered. Big or small, they do it all at the UPS store.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Nothing foggy, nothing to hide. Everything is crystal clear with Duraco windows. Duraco windows are built to last a lifetime, and they guarantee it 100% with their true lifetime warranty. Feel confident that should a seal fail, a lock break, or a weld crack, you are completely covered. A big investment should be backed big time. So know what you're getting right from the start. The choice is clear. Duraco windows. Go to Duraco.com now to book a free consultation.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend. With Sports Select, Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Broadway's biggest blockbuster, Wicked, the untold story of the Witches of Oz, is flying back to Winnipeg August 20th through 30th at the Centennial Concert Hall. Enter for your chance to win 4 opening night tickets at the Wicked display located on the Shaw Park concourse near the Dugout Goldeyes Souvenir Store. Joe Bonfi leads off against Matt Jackson, and he chops one foul along the third baseline. That count is 0-1. Goldeyes adding another run in the bottom half of the third. An RBI fielder's choice from Jake Blackwood, his second run batted in tonight. The other coming on the Reggie Abercrombie homer in the bottom half of the second. Bonfi, Cabrera, and Brackle 2, 3, and 4 to up. Jackson's 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball grounded behind the bag at third, also a foul ball. And the count is 0-2. Bonfi grounds at a shortstop his first time up. Winnipeg with a single run in each of their first 3 team at-bats. Bonfi came in at .296, 3 homers, and 32 runs batted in. He grounds the plate from the right side. And the 0-2 pitch bounced foul off his back foot. And Bonfi drops to a knee. Hope that he's all right. The count is still no balls and 2 strikes. Matt Jackson in search of his 9th win of the year to try and match Nick Hernandez for the most on the Goldeyes this season. Tonight his 18th start. Entered at 8-6 with a 4.12 ERA and making his 3rd career start against the St. Paul Saints. Right-hander against right-hander. Jackson has the sign for Luis Allen. Goes into the windup. Allen setting up away. The 0-2 pitch. Line foul off to the right side. Got jammed with a fastball, and it's still 0-2. Tomorrow night, game number 3 of this series. Also a 7:05 start. Ethan Hollingsworth takes on right-hander Nick Barnice. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Another 0-2 to Bonfim. Fastball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Saints right fielder. Bonfim made the circus catch to rob Casey Harther in the bottom half of the first. One final, an afternoon game today in Sioux Falls. The New Jersey Jackals beat the Canaries 8-5 at Sioux Falls Stadium. Here's the 1-2, chopped on the ground, foul outside of first. And it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Willie Cabrera waiting on deck. The Amarillo Sox in Kansas City T-Bones no score, top of the 4th at Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. The Quebec Capitals of the Can-Am League and the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, they have been postponed due to rain at Le Stade Municipal in Quebec City. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, grounded towards the hole, sliding stop on the backhand by Kuhn. He gets up, fires to first, scooped out by Harther, and now off his glove with the very last second. And safe at first, Joe Bonfim with an infield base hit. It was a great effort all the way around. A tough 2-hopper in the hole. Tyler Kuhn slid to an aim, made the backhand stop. He popped up, fired over to first. It was a 1-off throw. Casey almost scooped it out, and as he brought his glove up to try and control the throw, it just kind of rolled off his glove, and it looks like they'll actually score that an error on Tyler Kuhn at short. So a runner on first and no one down. An error charged to Tyler Kuhn. Willie Cabrera stepping up 0 for 1. Rounds it out to shortstop his first time up. Joe Bonfim on first, 1 for 1 in steals, though he has good speed. Casey Harther is holding him on. Cabrera 3 home runs last night, tied a Saints record in their 22-year franchise history. Allen setting up in the first pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Kuhn reaches down, he's got it, goes to second for 1. Bond to first, and it's in time for the double play. 2 men down. Great turn by Kuhn and Bond over the second base bag. Tyler Kuhn behind second. He had it. He had to make the shovel flip forward. Brock Bond had it. He had to deal with Joe Bonfim sliding in, but Bond was able to turn, and he fired over to first base just in time to get Willie Cabrera, who has good speed. 6-4-3 in the double play, and it's 2 outs and nobody on base. Keith Brackold now stepping up. Brackold, a left-handed batter, hit a hard line drive to right field. It was caught by Ryan Pineda leading off the top of the second. Brackold came in at .248, 4 homers and 34 runs batted in. His combined totals with the Amarillo Sox and St. Paul Saints. He takes a changeup high and outside. 1 ball and 0 strikes. Wichita leads Lincoln 4-2. Top of the 3rd at Haymarket Park in Nebraska. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball low and inside. 2 balls and 0 strikes. The Gary South Shore Railcats have a 2-1 lead over the Sioux City Explorers. Top of the 3rd at U.S. Steel Yard in Gary, Indiana. 2-0 to Brackold. Swinging a high pop-up right side. This one traveling towards the seats. Pineda moving to his left. That'll land out of play. And it's 2-1 on the left-handed slugger, Keith Brackold. No score. The Laredo Lemurs hosting the Grand Prairie Airhogs. They're in the top half of the second at Unitrade Stadium. Here in the top of the 4th at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints nothing in Game 2 of our 3-game series. Goldeyes took the opener last night by a final score of 6-4. Bases empty, 2 outs, the 2-1 pitch. Changeup missing just outside, 3 balls and a strike. So as usual, Joe Stegner has at a tighter strike zone this evening. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Jackson's 3-1. High and outside, ball 4. So Brackold draws a 5-pitch, 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Henry Wrigley with a long drive to left right at Donnie Webb in the top half of the second. Went down and got a breaking ball from Matt Jackson, hitting it out towards left field. Wrigley with great power and could get the Saints within a run here with 1 swing of the bat. Tied for 8th in the American Association with 14 homers. Keith Brackold, first baseman, but he can also play right field. He can run a little bit. 2 for 4 this year in steals. He's got a big lead at first. Jackson delivers. Breaking ball, chopper to the right side. That's through to right field for a base hit. Around second is Brackold on his way to third. Pineda's throw will be cut off by Tyler Kuhn. Bouncing ball single to the right for Henry Wrigley. And that'll put runners on the corners with 2 men down for Angelo Sacco, another power bat. Wrigley didn't hit it square off the barrel, but he had the right location. Was behind in that pitch from Matt Jackson, a high chopper that was beyond the reach of Casey Harther and Brock Bond on the right side of the infield. So the tying run is at the plate. Sacco has called out on strikes, and a great pitch by Jackson on 1 and 2. It was a two-seamer inside. Rare to see a power hitter like Angelo Sacco, especially a left-handed one facing a righty, and Matt Jackson get locked up in a two-strike fastball like that. Jackson at perfect location. And now we'll face Sacco in a big spot here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. First pitch and a high fly ball towards the left field line, circling over Webb, reaches over, dives, can't get it. It'll roll behind him. Brackold scores. Wrigley being waved to the plate. Wrigley will score, and on at second with a 2-out, 2-run double is Angelo Sacco. And it's 3-2 now in favor of the Goldeyes in the top half of the 4th. Another first pitch swing by the Saints. Angelo Sacco drove it towards the left field line. Donnie Webb had a great effort. Laid out, diving towards the line, broke just off his glove and rolled behind. So Brackold scores from third. Wrigley scoring from first. And now the tying run is in scoring position with 2 men down. That'll bring up Jake Taylor. Could tie the game with a single for Angelo Sacco. His 53rd and 54th runs batted in this year, and trying to break out of his recent funk. Right-hander against right-hander. Taylor a wide stance, and the first pitch by Jackson. Slider taken low and outside. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. It was 2 outs and nobody on after Cabrera banged in the double play. Brackold drew the walk. Wrigley had the chop single to the right, and on the next pitch, Angelo Sacco doubled both in. 3-2 Winnipeg here in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch bounced foul off his back foot. It rolls to the mound, but it clipped Taylor in the back foot. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The double play, by the way, for Willie Cabrera, despite being a guy who can run pretty well, it's his 16th of the year, and that is most in the American Association. Joey Becker, the shortstop for the Saints, another guy with pretty good speed, has hit into 14 double plays this year. And those are tied for second, right behind Willie Cabrera. Tying run at second and 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? They want the appeal, and he went around, according to Bobby Feaster. Matt Jackson ties up Jake Taylor with a fastball low and inside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jackson has struck out 1. He has walked 1 over the first 3 2/3. Jake Taylor grounds it out to Brock Bond his first time up. That led off the top of the 3rd inning. Jackson will step back of the rubber. Try and get some moisture onto his hand. Gorgeous evening here for baseball. 24 degrees Celsius, 76 Fahrenheit. Humidity at just 39%. And winds of 8 kilometers per hour coming out of the northeast. A look towards second base. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball bounced in front. It gets away from Allen. On his way to third is Sacco. And Sacco will get there without a throw. Sacco had a big secondary lead. And by the time Luis was able to grab that ball about 15 feet up the third baseline, there was no chance to make a play at third base. So that'll be a wild pitch charge to Matt Jackson. Now the tying run is 90 feet away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jake Taylor. He's driven in 22 runs this year and hitting a very solid .273 with men in scoring position. Outfield a step deep and a step to left. Taylor is a homer against the Goldeyes this season. Jackson still going from the stretch. Now the pitch, fastball runs a little bit high and outside. 87 miles an hour. So the count is now 3-2. On the catcher, Jake Taylor, filling in tonight for Dwight Childs, who played well behind the plate last night. 3-2 Winnipeg in the top of the 4th. Angelo Sacco on third base with 2 men down. Jackson off the first base side of the rubber, and time is called. Taylor will step out of the box. Jake Taylor spending the last 2 years with the Sioux Falls Canaries and Pheasants. And a brief stint this year on the disabled list, but overall has had the best offensive year of his career. Now Jackson is ready. The 3-2 to Taylor. Popped him up right side, might be playable. Foul ground, out goes Allen with Casey Harther. Harther makes the catch in front of the Saints dugout, and the inning is over. Matt Jackson strands the tying run 90 feet away as Casey Harther catches the foul pop fly. 2 runs, there were 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Middle of the fourth inning at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints 2 on Jewel 101.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
Is your vehicle's interior looking worn out? Don't sell it, detail it. The Chamois Car Wash and Detail Centers offer a wide variety of professional detailing services that will make your vehicle's interior look great again. From a small spot shampoo to a complete bumper-to-bumper cleaning. Packages start at only $64.95 and include a famous Chamois full-service car wash. No appointment necessary. Come into any of the 3 Chamois locations today. Waverly, Reinders, or St. James.
You've got your sunglasses, your sunblock, a hat, your wallet, and a few friends. Now, the only thing missing is the patio at your favorite Pony Corral. Grab a table on Winnipeg's best patios and enjoy the weather. Enjoy good conversation and enjoy great food and drink. Every Monday to Friday from 3 to 5, it's happy hour with half-price appetizers. Or pull up a chair on Saturday and Sunday for a nice outdoor breakfast with scenic views. Good times await on Winnipeg's best patios. Visit the Pony Corral today.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
3-2 now in favor of the Goldeyes after Angelo Sacco came up with a 2-out, 2-run double towards the left field line. Goldeyes back to work in offense. They'll set up 5, 6, and 7. Reggie Abercrombie, Donnie Webb, and Josh Mazzola. Trades and transactions brought to you by Prairie Safety Surfacing. Bounces like rubber, wears like a rock. Prairie Safety Surfacing, your authorized rubber rock dealer for Manitoba. Visit them at prairiesafetysurfacing.com. Today, the St. Paul Saints officially activated Anthony Claggett from the disabled list. They have placed Jeff Shields on the DL retroactive to Saturday. And of course, that move was processed in the books yesterday. It has shown up in the league transactions today. And that is obvious since Anthony Claggett started last night for St. Paul, went 7 innings, allowing 6 earned runs, and took the loss. First pitch to Abercrombie, fastball low and away, 91 miles an hour from Robert Coe. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Reggie drilled his 16th homer of the year leading off the second, a long drive to left field. 1-0 pitch, swinging a bouncer foul to the left side. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. The Amarillo Sox have activated outfielder Derek Perrin from the disabled list. And the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks has sold the contract of Eric Castro to the Atlanta Braves. Big loss for the Redhawks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The homer hit by Reggie Abercrombie against Robert Coe, the 16th given up by Robert Coe this season. That is now tied for most in the league with Stephen Bouyer of the Railcats. The 1-2 pitch, line drive, off the glove of Coe and through to center field for a base hit. Reggie Abercrombie is now 2 for 2. A line drive single to center. Was able to slow a swing down. He was a little out in front of that slider, but kept the hands through the zone for a long time. And that was hit hard off the barrel. It was about to clip the mound. It deflected off Coe's glove. And once Coe couldn't catch it clean, it went all the way into center field. And the Goldeyes for a 4th consecutive inning and the leadoff hitter on base. Reggie Abercrombie 10th in the league with 20 steals. He'll be a threat to go on first, held by Angelo Sacco. Here's Donnie Webb, who is now at safely in 11 in a row after a single to left field in the second. High throw to first base, and Abercrombie is back standing with that tag. Saints already get a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. It's been an up and down year for Robert Coe. He's allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in 6 of 14 starts. Another throw to first. This time Abercrombie has to dive back safe. And he gets in under the tag from Sanko. So that's almost half of Coe's starts. 2 or fewer earned runs. But he has also had 6 starts in which he has given up 5 or more. The pitch, fastball low and inside. Good backhand stop by Jake Taylor. And the count is 1 ball and 0 strikes. And that includes 1 start in which he gave up 8 earned runs and 3 1/3. That was July 12th. And then 2 starts ago, he allowed 10 earned runs in 4 1/3. July 27th at Fargo-Moorhead. 1 on and nobody out. Another throw to first. This time Reggie is back standing up. Again, Eric Castro did a great job filling in at first over the last month plus for the Redhawks. He's been sold to the Atlanta Braves. Great for Eric Castro to get back into affiliated ball after some real good seasons in the Astros organization. Webb grounds in a first. Sacco field steps on first for one. They got Abercrombie in the rundown. Sacco grabs the throw. Will tag Abercrombie in the back. And that will finish up the double play. So a reverse force double play at first. A hard grounder hit by Webb. It was scooped up by Angelo Sacco. He then fired to the shortstop, Becker covering the bag, who fired back to Angelo Sacco, and Sacco between first and second tagged Reggie in the back. So a 3-6-3 double play, but the unconventional version, and it's 2 outs and nobody on. Second double play turned by the St. Paul defense. Josh Mazzola stepping up 0 for 1. He was struck out by Robert Coe in the bottom half of the second. First pitch, cutter taken just outside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Eric Castro is really the prototypical Fargo player, a power-hitting left-hand bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And with some of the older Redhawks players maybe showing their age just a bit, guys like Nick Jackson and Zach Penprace, who have had mercurial 2014 seasons. 1-1 pitch, high and inside. That one sailed over the head of Josh Mazzola. Had to drop his bat and ducked out of the way. That one slipped out of the hand of Robert Coe. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. That's enough to get the attention of any hitter. An 88-mile-an-hour fastball heading towards the bill of the helmet. And Mazzola will take a second to catch his breath. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. With those guys aging just a bit, Castro would have been a guy to really build the lineup around for next season. Fastball low and outside. 3-1 now on Mazzola. And for the time being, Castro now with the Braves organization. And that will also hurt the Redhawks' chances of at least trying to finish 500 by the end of the year. 3-1 pitch, swinging a foul straight back at a piece of a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Now it's full in the Goldeyes DH, Josh Mazzola. The Redhawks entering tonight 36-45, 9 games below 500. Here's the windup from Robert Coe. The payoff pitch, high fly ball behind second base. Out goes Devin Town. In comes Cabrera, the center fielder Jared McDonald, and it's McDonald who makes the catch in shallow center. The inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. Into 4 innings at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints 2 on Jewel 101.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
That's what they do at Sonova Credit Union. Their DOG, you know, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
No need. At Sonova, you don't need an appointment, ever. Drop by whenever works for you. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of their 11 branches throughout Manitoba, with convenient 7 days a week service in Winnipeg.
The rebates are back! The rebates are back!
What?
The rebates from Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning are back, and I'm not missing out on the great savings this year.
The rebates from Reliance are back by popular demand. Right now, when you buy a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner from Reliance, you get $2,000 back in rebates. Call Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning now at 204-697-5666 or hurry over to RelianceSuperior.ca today. Some conditions apply.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. For all Goldeyes home games this season, when the Goldeyes win, all fans in attendance win a Winnie Dog thanks to Salisbury House. If the Goldeyes win tonight, you can take your game ticket to any of the 7 Sal's Express locations to receive a free Winnie Dog with a purchase of fries. The offer is valid for 7 days following the win, courtesy of Salisbury House. 1 offer per ticket, per person, per visit, not valid at Shaw Park. 3-2 Goldeyes in the top half of the 5th. Another tight contest between Winnipeg and St. Paul. McDonald, Becker, and Tautu up 8-9-1. McDonald, a left-handed batter. Jake Blackwood plays even with a bag at third base. Jackson delivers. Fastball down low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. McDonald, 272 in the year, 2 homers and 19 driven in 27 games, playing for his 3rd different club this season. And he's played in 3 different independent leagues. Swinging a high pop-up foul behind the plate, and the count goes to 1-1. It began the year in the Atlantic League. Jared McDonald playing for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, got into 28 games, then traded to the Frontier League Southern Illinois Miners. Played in 25 contests for Southern Illinois, and tonight his 28th game as a member of the St. Paul Saints. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field, charging in Pineda. Pineda to his right, makes the catch, and there's one away. Good running catch by Ryan Pineda, and Rick Forney said it during tonight's dugout show. He is very pleased with how Ryan Pineda's handled right field the last handful of contests. So Jackson gets the leadoff man for a 4th time in 5 innings. Tonight's trivia question is brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. In 2011, the Goldeyes and Saints matched up in the American Association Division Series. The Saints would win it in 5 games at Midway Stadium. First pitch to Joey Becker. Fastball on the inside half for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Who was the winning pitcher for the St. Paul Saints in that 5th incisive game, which was started by Robert Coe? Jackson winds. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the inside corner at the knees, it's 0-2. The winning pitcher, Game 5 of the Division Series in 2011, September 5th at Midway Stadium. Call the Jewel 101 studio at 204-943-5250 with your answer for a chance to win a pair of Goldeyes tickets to an upcoming game. Becker swings and misses at a curveball outside for strike 3. Matt Jackson strikes out his 2nd of the evening, 2 outs and nobody on. And it's back to the top of the order for Devin Tautu, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. We'll have the correct answer later on tonight. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Devin Tautu, left-hand batter, hitting .342 over his last 30 games. 24 walks during that 30-game stretch. The first pitch, high and outside with a fastball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Winnipeg single runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings. The Saints got a big 2-out, 2-run double from Angelo Sacco in the top of the 4th. Tout, it's a high fly ball to right center field, deep but playable. Abercrombie back into his left, makes the catch several steps in front of the track, and the inning is over. Matt Jackson has a 1-2-3 top half of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. We've come halfway at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints 2 on Jewel 101.
Hey, it's Ken, and there's a lot of ground to cover out here on the farm. You got to stay connected. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio all through the day. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you talking. Tough, long range, long battery life, and even hands-free. 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
It's a quiet evening at the lake. You can hear the birds singing before bed. The gentle waves. It doesn't get any better than this. Unless you add Archangel Fireworks to your night. Having a birthday? Amp it up with fireworks. Family reunion? Nothing says we missed you like a crackling peony exploding in the sky. Typical Wednesday? You guessed it. You need Archangel Fireworks. 104 Pembina Highway.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em!
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball.
This is Ethan Hollingsworth, and you're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
All season long, fans have entered to win a house full of Duraco windows valued at $15,000. A presentation of this fantastic prize will take place at the Goldeyes home game on Saturday, August 31st. Next time you're at a game, be sure to stop by the Subway Fan Services booth to get your ballot, and you could win a house full of windows from Duraco. Bottom of the fifth at Shaw Park, 3-2 in favor of the Goldeyes. Luis Allen 0 for 1 on the first pitch. Changeup knee high for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Allen, Pineda, and Bond 8-9-1 due up against the right-hander Robert Coe, who's given up a lot of base runners early, but for the most part has kept the Saints in the game. Fastball letter high over the outside corner. That was a high and wide strike call, very uncharacteristic for Joe Stegner. 0-2 now on Luis Allen, 279, 5 homers and 43 runs batted in. Great lifetime numbers against the Saints. Cole winds in the 0-2 pitch. Slider low and outside, 1-2. In 52 career games against St. Paul, Luis Allen a .330 hitter and 39 driven in, including an RBI single last night. Goldeyes with a 1-run lead. If they can win this game, the Saints will drop 5 back in the north. The pitch, slider outside and low, and it's now 2-2. If the Saints are able to come back, they'll pull back within 3. Either way, Winnipeg, after tomorrow's series finale, will still be in first place. It's just a matter of how big will that lead be going into the series this weekend at Sioux Falls. 2-2 pitch, little looper, shallow left field. That's a tough play. Out goes Becker, coming on McDonald. McDonald slides, and it's off his glove. It's into left center field for a base hit. And the Goldeyes for a 5th straight inning against Robert Coe, the leadoff hitter on base. A great effort by Jared McDonald, came a long ways from center field. It was out of the reach of the shortstop Becker. McDonald, one of the top athletes in this league, made a sliding attempt towards the infield dirt, got his glove on it, and couldn't quite squeeze it. So Luis Allen is safe, and that'll bring up Ryan Pineda, who started things for the Goldeyes in the third of the leadoff walk, would later score in Jake Blackwood's RBI fielder's choice. Allen a short lead. He's held by Angelo Sacco at first base. Henry Wrigley comes way in on the grass. First pitch, outside and low with the slider. Good stop by Jake Taylor, and the count is 1-0. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Go lifetime against Winnipeg, 1-3 with a 4.58 earned run average and 10 appearances, 4 of them as a starter. A 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down low at 89 miles an hour. The righty, who had been warming up in the last inning for the Saints, begins to get loose again down the right field line. Ryan Pineda, slightly open stance. The 2-0 pitch. Line shot foul down the left field line. Second straight at bat. On a 2-0 count, Pineda was geared up for that fastball. This one at 89 miles an hour. And for a second straight at bat, Coe got away with it. Pineda was just a little bit out in front. 2-1 on the Goldeyes right fielder. Winnipeg with a 1-run lead in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Allen on first, nobody out. The leadoff hitter, Brock Bond, is waiting on deck. From the high set, here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a grounder up the middle. Becker fields, goes to second for 1. Tout to first, and it's in time for the double play. So the St. Paul Saints turn their 3rd double play in the ball game. This one 6-4-3, started by the shortstop Joey Becker. Henry Wrigley started the 1 in the 3rd, and Angelo Sacco in a reverse force double play started it at first base in the bottom of the 4th. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Back to the top of the order for Brock Bond. He's been on base twice. A walk and a run scored in the 1st, and then a single to right field was erased on the fielder's choice that ultimately brought home a run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Switch hitter left-handed. He takes a changeup low and outside from Robert Coe. It's 1 ball and no strikes. In his career at Shaw Park, Coe with a 4.06 earned run average. Changeup low and away for ball 2. A 1-1 record in this stadium that includes his Game 1 start in the 2011 Division Series. 8 appearances lifetime at Shaw Park, 4 starts and 4 in relief. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball just high and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. So once again, Coe trying to get around some early trouble. The leadoff man has reached in every inning against him. The 3-0 pitch to Bond, and that's on the outside corner. Of fastball, 3 balls and a strike. What has happened in this game is Really been a trend for Coe throughout the year. The leadoff hitter entering tonight hitting .333 against Robert Coe. 3-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, full count. But when the going is gotten tough, Robert Coe has been able to bear down opponents, hitting just .219 against him with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. 3-2 pitch, line drive to center field. McDonald back a few steps, reaches, makes the catch. And the side is retired. That was hit very well by Bond to straightaway center. Jared McDonald was in good position. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. End of 5 innings at Shaw Park. It's 3-2 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and oh, my goodness, a line drive right into Morton's face.
He just smashed his glasses.
He's standing up again. But boy, those glasses are toast.
Well, I bet he's glad he's covered by Manitoba Blue Cross.
Just like sports, life can throw you a curveball. And while provincial health care doesn't cover glasses or all prescription drugs, Manitoba Blue Cross has coverage options to keep you in the game.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Visit mb.bluecross.ca to find out more.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
Go to bostonpizza.com and finger cook a meal the whole family will love. Don't waste your precious time cooking when you don't have to. We know you've got more important things to do, like watching sports highlights, stopping your kids from bumping into stuff, or simply taking a break from napping. And with over 100 menu items to choose from, everyone can get exactly what they want. To order, call 925-4111 or finger cook today at bostonpizza.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. A 3-2 Goldeyes lead. We go to the top half of the 6th. Joe Bonfie, Willie Cabrera, and Keith Brackle. Second time in the game that Bonfie is leading off an inning. He reached on an error, charged to Tyler Kuhn in the 4th inning. A right-hand batter. And the first pitch, fastball on the outside half for a strike. It's 0-1. He was quickly erased, though, and Willie Cabrera rounded into his league-leading 16th double play of this season. Bonfie, a right-hand batter, didn't play last night. Allen setting up away. The 0-1 pitch, fastball taken low and outside, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Jackson looking for his 9th victory of the year. From a full windup, here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, line drive towards short, just beyond the reach of Tyler Kuhn. A low line drive, getting around on a breaking ball from Matt Jackson. And the Saints have the leadoff hitter on base, and the tying run on first for Willie Cabrera. Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation with a Case for Kids program. All you have to do is pledge an amount that you'll donate towards the Field of Dreams Foundation every time a Goldeyes pitcher records a home strikeout during the 2014 season. You can fill out a pledge form at Goldeyes.com or at the Fan Services booth at Shaw Park. At the end of the season, we'll add up all the Goldeyes strikeouts, and the Field of Dreams Foundation will send you an invoice, or if you wish, we can charge your credit card for the amount pledged. For more information about the Case for Kids program, visit Goldeyes.com. Cabrera came out of his shoes, and he swings through a fastball low and inside for strike 1. So Cabrera, who jacked 3 homers last night, 2 to left and 1 to right center field, tried to hit another one here to give the Saints their first lead. He came up empty. Cabrera hitting .408 in his last 28 contests, 49 for 120 during that stretch. Bonfie the tying run on first. Jackson tosses over, and Bonfie gets back, standing up with that attack from Casey Harder. After this series, which concludes tomorrow evening, Ethan Hollingsworth facing Nick Barnice. The Goldeyes travel to Sioux Falls, a 3-game series this weekend at Sioux Falls Stadium. The 0-1 pitch misses inside of the fastball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The Saints, meanwhile, they will go back home and they will take on the Can-Am League's New Jersey Jackals for a 3-game set. And then after this weekend, the Jackals will come to Shaw Park, and the Goldeyes will play host to New Jersey for 3 games. 1-1 on Willie Cabrera. Grounded a shortstop in the first, grounded into a double play in the fourth. He takes a fastball inside, and the count goes to 2-1 strike. Cabrera, in his third year with the St. Paul Saints, first signed with them in 2012. Born in Los Angeles, California, lives in Northridge in the offseason. Has been as high as AAA, a former Atlanta Braves farmhand. Here's the set from the righty, and the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. Good running count here, 3-1. We'll see if Bonfim takes off. Ole Sheldon, the longtime St. Paul Saints great, gives the sign from third. Willie Cabrera, right-hand batter. He's only struck out 20 times in the year in 62 games played. So we'll see if Bonfim is in motion. Here's the set from Jackson, not going. 3-1 pitch, hit in the air to right field. Pineda going back to his left by the track, makes the catch, and that'll send Bonfim back to first base. Good opposite field swing by Willie Cabrera on a 3-1 count. Was not afraid to drive the ball the other way, and he got a hold of it, but hit it in the direction of Ryan Pineda, who makes the play. Another good play by Pineda in right field. That'll keep the tying run on first, and it brings up another dangerous hitter in Keith Brackel. He entered tonight at .248, combined with Amarillo and St. Paul, but he has done very well since signing with the Saints in early July. A .302 average in 27 games, 3 homers, and 14 runs batted in. Gabe Aguilar warming up inside of the Goldeyes bullpen. Here's the first pitch. Changeup misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Brackel started the rally in the fourth after Cabrera hit into the double play, which set up 2 outs and nobody on. Brackel walked, Wrigley single, and then Sacco with the 2-run double. Brackel lined to right field back in the second. The 1-0 pitch. High fly ball into left field. Moving in is Donnie Webb. He's under it. Donnie Webb makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So Cabrera flies to right. Brackel flies to left. Bonfim is still on first. 2 men down here in the top half of the 6th inning. Jackson, like Nick Hernandez last night, has been able to keep a very manageable pitch count through 5 2/3 innings. Jackson has only had 75 pitches. Hernandez was only at 94 when he took the mound in the top of the 9th last night. And that is due to the aggressive nature of the St. Paul Saints. A lot of early count swings and balls put in play. Here's Henry Wrigley, very dangerous at the plate from the right side. He's 1 for 2. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Wrigley hit a hard line drive to left that was caught by Donnie Webb in the second. Then hit a high chopper that stuck its way through to right field for a base hit in the fourth. And he would score the Saints' second run on the Angelo Sacco double. 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses just low. A good pitch near the inside corner by Matt Jackson. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Bonfim led off with a single. He's still on first, and now there's 2 away. Jackson trying to throw up another 0 here in the top of the 6th. Goldeyes lead 3-2. Righty against righty. Outfield deep in a step to left. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball down low at 86 miles an hour. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Henry Wrigley, a 14th rounder by Tampa Bay in 2005 out of the College of San Mateo, a California native. Stands very tall in the box. He stands way off the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Chased one high and away. Try to hit that one out of the park, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Infield tilted to the left. Blackwood back in near the line at third. Kuhn is pulled in the hole at shortstop. Bond is shaded towards second base. Swinging a ground ball towards the hole. That's a base hit through to left field. Heading for second, Joel Bonfim. And on at first with his second hit of the night is Henry Wrigley. Donnie Webb fires towards third. A 2-out single that'll put the tying run in scoring position. And Wrigley represents the go-ahead run on first. Angelo Sacco, who came up in almost an identical situation as last time up, will now step to the plate. He had a 2-out, 2-run double with Brackel and Wrigley on base in the 4th. Here he has Bonfim and Wrigley on base in the 6th inning. Sacco was called out in strikes in the 2nd. Now has 54 runs batted in this year. Left-hand batter, and time will be called for at the plate. Angelo Sacco is going to step out of the box. Gabe Aguilar continues to warm up inside of the Goldeyes pen. Joel Bonfey on second base. Henry Wrigley is on first after the ground ball single. 3-2 Goldeyes, top half of the 6th inning. Allen sets up a wave. And the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow left. Out goes Kuhn. Moving in is Donnie Webb. Still moving forward. Makes the catch and the inning is over. Donnie Webb able to catch the pop fly towards the left field line, then retires Angelo Sacco, and the Saints strand the tying and go-ahead runs on base. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on, middle of the 6th at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints 2 on Jewel 101.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UnFee, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
Honey, where should I put this?
In the basement.
I don't think there's any room.
Sound familiar? If your home or garage has accumulated more than it can hold, let BFI Canada help. Rent a temporary bin from BFI for a day, a week, or longer. Too much stuff? Then call the Blue. Call BFI Canada to schedule your delivery today. BFI Canada, a Progressive Waste Solutions company.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa. Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa. That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom half of the 6th inning at Shaw Park, 3-2 in favor of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Matt Jackson able to escape first and second and 2 outs, getting Angelo Sacco, who was accounted for the only Saints runs so far tonight, to fly out to left field. So Jackson, through 6 strong, has allowed 2 earned runs and 5 hits. He's only thrown 81 pitches. Meanwhile, the Goldeyes will look to expand on their lead. They'll have the big bats coming up 2, 3, and 4. Jake Blackwood, Tyler Kuhn, and Casey Harder against the righty Robert Coe. Coe from the windup and the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Blackwood 0 for 2, but in each of his at-bats, he's driven in a run, an RBI ground out to short in the first, and then an RBI fielder's choice in the third. Fastball runs outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Coe coming into this inning had only thrown 73 pitches over 5 innings. Goldeyes with a 1-run lead. Coe to the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Outside and low with a change, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Well, Gabe Aguilar had been warming up in the last half inning, and now a righty begins to loosen up inside the Goldeyes bullpen. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Coe. Swinging a high pop-up, playable on the infield. Moving in the first baseman, Angelo Sacco, halfway down the line, makes the 2-handed catch. And Sacco retires Jake Blackwood 1 away in the bottom half of the 6th. The Winnipeg Goldeyes are asking fans to help with its annual school supplies drive to help thousands of Winnipeg area students by bringing basic school supplies to any Goldeyes home game during the month of August. Special Tools for School collection bins will be located at every ballpark entrance. The Tools for School campaign hopes to guarantee that all children have access to the resources they need to further their education. Tyler Kuhn 1 for 2. He takes a fastball low, 1 ball and no strikes. The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Staples have partnered with Winnipeg Harvest for a 9th consecutive year for the Tools for School campaign. Staples staff will be at hand at the Goldeyes game on Thursday, August 21st to collect your school supplies and cash donations for Winnipeg Harvest. Change-up outside and low for ball 2. Kuhn line to left field in the first, single through the right side of the third. A left-hand batter, and he takes a fastball high and away, 88 miles an hour from Robert Coe. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Base is empty and 1 down, bottom half of the 6th. Middle game of a 3-game set. Coe winds, and the 3-0. Letter high fastball on the outside edge. 3-1 now on Tyler Kuhn. Has reached base in 73 of 82 games played this year with a hit walk or hit by pitch. Coe's 3-1 pitch, swinging a foul off the mitt of Jake Taylor, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes That one might have nicked up the glove hand of Jake Taylor. Joe Stegner, the fourth-year American Association umpire, tosses the ball to Robert Coe to give Taylor a chance to try and shake away any pain he might be feeling. Casey Harther waits on deck. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. The payoff to Kuhn. Line foul the other way. The right-hander warming up as Taylor Suet for the Goldeyes in their bullpen. It's still 3-2 on Tyler Kuhn, who since the Can-Am League trip at the end of June has had 50% quality plate appearances. Outfield plays him several steps the other way. The 3-2 pitch, fouled straight back off the top of the screen, and we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kuhn grinds out every single at-bat. He has seen 3.95 pitches per plate appearances over 81 games played entering tonight. He has played great defense at short, and he's had a knack for getting big hits. Another 3-2. Popped him up shallow left. Out goes Joey Becker. In comes Willie Cabrera. Cabrera calling off Becker, and he makes a one-handed catch in shallow left field. 2 outs and nobody on. This, by the way, the first inning in which Robert Coe got the leadoff hitter. The Goldeyes had the leadoff hitter reach in each of the first 5. Casey Harther 0 for 2, rod by Joe Bonfie on the warning track with a diving play in the first, and then bounced into a 5-4-3 double play in the bottom half of the third. Here's the first pitch, fastball, low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Robert Coe, now in his 4th year professional baseball, 25-16 in 4 seasons, a 4.45 ERA. Swinging a foul straight back, tipped a high 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Coe is briefly released by the Saints at the end of July and then just recently signed back to the club. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a bouncer over the mound. That's going to be a tough play. Wrigley charges, fields, and he has no play at first. He'll put it in his pocket, and Casey is safe with an infield single. A high chopper off the end of the bat, and once it got over the mound, that was going to be a tough play for Henry Wrigley, cutting across the diamond to his left. He gloved the ball clean, and as he was about to transfer into his bare hand, he opted not to risk a wild throw. So a 2-out infield single prevents Robert Coe from his first 1-2-3 inning tonight. Reggie Abercrombie is stepping up 1 for 2. A solo homer in the second, his 16th of the year. And then a single to center field in the 4th. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Saints. Right-hander against right-hander. And the first pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball inside, 0-1. 90 miles an hour from Robert Coe, born in Neenah, Wisconsin, resides in Appleton, Wisconsin in the offseason. Played college ball in his home state at the University of Wisconsin in Whitewater. Harther has a short lead at first. The 0-1 pitch, hit in the air towards deep center field. Back goes McDonald, still going back. He reaches up, falls down to the warning track, and McDonald hangs on to make the catch, and the side is retired. Jared McDonald just saved a run diving towards the left center field fence. He takes away an extra base hit from Reggie Abercrombie, and the Goldeyes are retired in the bottom half of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. End of 6 here at Shaw Park. It's 3-1 Winnipeg on Jewel 101.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Princess Auto is for the real men. Men who like to get their hands dirty. Men who like to work from the ground up and use the best tools and equipment for the job. Real do-it-yourself men who know an air filter from a fuel pump. Men who walk into Princess Auto and feel like a kid in a candy store. Princess Auto. Everything a man needs to get the job done right. A unique world of equipment, tools, and more. Visit princessauto.com for sales, specials, and more.
Step into Cub Bakery and you'll feel like you've come home. Cub Bakery, the oldest rye bread bakery in the city. has been making Winnipeg-style rye bread using virtually the same recipe since 1923. But they make so much more than their signature rye. Pick up fresh hearth and pan breads, pastries, and buns, all baked with care to ensure you and your family enjoy only the highest of quality. One taste, and you'll understand why they're a Winnipeg tradition. Cub Bakery, always fresh.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Well, the Saints have played some great defense tonight. They've turned 3 double plays, and they have made 2 great catches in the outfield. Joe Bonfi robbing Casey Arthur in the first, and now Jared McDonald robbing Reggie Abercrombie in the 6th. Matt Jackson goes out for the top of the 7th and delivers a fastball just outside of Jake Taylor. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom third for St. Paul. Taylor, McDonald, and Becker with the Goldeyes leading 3-2. Swinging a broken bat pop-up behind second base. Out goes Bond and Kuhn. Kuhn making the call, drifts to his left, and he makes a one-handed catch. Another quick out for Matt Jackson, who gets the leadoff hitter for a 5th time in 7 innings. Now Gabe Aguilar starts to warm up for a 2nd time. Jared McDonald steps to the plate, who just saved a run with Casey Arthur on 1st and 2 outs. Reggie Abercrombie with another line drive missile. This one out to left center field. McDonald on a dead sprint towards the fence, made a leaping grab, tumbled on the outfield warning track, and as he got up, even though his glove dragged across the dirt, was able to show the ball to the umpire, and it signaled the out to end the inning. Ground ball, 2 hops out to first base. Fair ball ground by Arthur. He steps on first to retire Jared McDonald. 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th already for Matt Jackson. By the way, we are still without a winner for tonight's trivia question, brought to you by the Place L'Oreal Suite Hotel. Our question was, who is the winning pitcher for the Saints in Game 5 of the 2011 Division Series? Saints beating the Goldeyes 5-4 at Midway Stadium to move on to the American Association Championship Series. The winning pitcher from that Game 5 will wait another inning or so. Joey Becker steps to the plate, 1 for 2. Single to center in the 3rd. He was struck out swinging by Matt Jackson in the 5th. A 1-run lead for Winnipeg in the top half of the 7th. Outfield deep and a step to left. Joey Becker with 1 homer run this season, hitting .312 in his last 39 games played. Full windup and the first pitch. Fastball low and inside. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Aguilar continues to throw. Devin Tout is on deck, a very good left-handed bat. Jackson still under 90 pitches right now. The 1-0 to Becker. Fastball right down the middle at the knees. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Beginning with Matt Jackson in Game 2 of the series on Friday against the Winguts. Goldeyes have been getting some very good starting pitching. A 1-1. Outside and low with a curveball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ethan Hollingsworth pitched very well on Saturday. Chris Salamina fantastic in the complete game win on Sunday. Last night, Nick Hernandez pitched into the 9th. And here, Matt Jackson with an excellent performance over 6 2/3. He's allowed 2 earned runs and 5 hits. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball just inside, 3 balls and a strike. Another close pitch there. It's tough to get those balls right around the edges from Joe Stegner. We'll credit Stegner for being consistent, but that pitch looked pretty good from Matt Jackson. The 3-1 misses low and outside for ball 4. A 2-out walk puts the tying run on first. And that brings up the left-hand batting Devin Tout. Rick Forney is going to pop out of the dugout. We'll see if he makes a switch here. Jackson still has a very low pitch count. He is right now at 89 pitches through 6 2/3 innings. And it looks like Fournier will call upon Gabe Aguilar with Tout stepping to the plate. So a great job here by Matt Jackson. He'll leave with a chance to get a win. 6 2/3 of 2-run ball. They'll get a nice ovation from a crowd of better than 6,400 tonight at Shaw Park. And we'll tell you more about Gabe Aguilar after this here on Jewel 101.
My son loves hockey, but after a body check last season, I didn't think he would play. He slid hard into the boards. I was worried. We went to our family chiropractor. He set up a treatment plan, and his care was partly covered by Manitoba Health. Now, my son's back on the ice playing and enjoying every minute, even the practices. Thanks to our chiropractor for making life better.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
The Real Estate News is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit WinnipegRealEstateNews.com. The Real Estate News is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit WinnipegRealEstateNews.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Gabe Aguilar will relieve Matt Jackson. Leads with a chance to get a win. Jackson goes 6 2/3, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, only threw 89 pitches, and he is responsible for Joey Becker, the tying run on first. Aguilar has been brought on board, or the left-hand batting Devin Tout stepping to the plate. Aguilar makes his 33rd appearance of the season, his 31st in relief. 7-2, no saves, a 3.07 ERA, 41 innings pitched, 30 hits allowed, 13 walks, 30 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .203 against Gabe Aguilar, 5'8", 165 pounds, a 24-year-old left-hander, born and lives in El Paso, Texas, and Aguilar will get the opportunity to pitch in front of his parents. Both Gabe's mom and dad are in town from El Paso. They actually had the chance to watch Gabe at the very beginning of the year when the Goldeyes opened the season in Amarillo, Texas. Winnipeg certainly a little bit further from El Paso, which is right on the border of Mexico and once held an American Association team. The El Paso Diablos were in this league from 2006 all the way through last year. And now Gabe will get to pitch in front of mom and dad, in front of his hometown fans. Devin Tout, a left-hand batter, 1-2 out, top of the 7th. First pitch, fastball, strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Devin Tout, a .366 hitter against right-hand pitching this year. 10 for 42, however, against lefties, hitting .238. The Goldeyes already have Taylor Sewitt warming up behind Gabe Aguilar, who last worked last Wednesday in the continuation of the suspended game at Lewis and Clark Park. Slider taken low and outside, and it's now 1-1. The Goldeyes had a 5-2 lead in the top of the 5th last Tuesday when the game was suspended. Ethan Hollingsworth went the first 4, was obviously unable to come back the next day, so Aguilar started on the bottom of the 5th. He worked 2 scoreless and will get credited with his 7th win of the season. Lefty against lefty. The 1-1 pitch to Tout way outside. That'll get away from Luis Allen. Heading for second base is Joey Becker, and he'll get there without a relay throw. So that'll be a wild pitch charge to Gabe Aguilar. Now a 2-ball, 1-strike count. That'll change the outlook here. Now Tout gets tied with a single. Becker with pretty good speed. Devin Tout is 7 for 23 this season with 2 outs and men in scoring position, hitting .304. Goldeyes 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. The Saints 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. We're in the top of the 7th at Shaw Park. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Aguilar's 2-1. Slider on the outside corner. Great pitch. Tout checked his swing, but that was a called strike, 72 miles an hour. Now the count is 2-2. Joe Bonfi, a right-hand batter, is on deck. Another righty to follow that in Willie Cabrera. Taylor Sewitt is ready if needed. Aguilar a chance to get out of this inning himself. Allen setting up way outside. The 2-2 pitch. Slider check swing. Did he go around? No go, says Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the 3-man umpiring crew and a runner on second. He's positioned between the mound and second base, so didn't have the same angle that he would have had at his usual position down the third base line. Very close check swing, and now it's 3-2. And we'll see if Aguilar goes back to the slider. We'll throw a fastball with a full count. Again, Allen sets up away. Aguilar ready, a high set. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Couldn't hold up with the slider, and the inning is over. Gabe Aguilar strikes out Devin Tout, and he strands the tying run on second base. No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time at Shaw Park. It's 3-2 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger.
Metro Center, Winnipeg store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
You had a long night, and you're hardly awake. You need breakfast, but it's 11 o'clock. Does that even matter? Why eat somewhere that tells you you can't have what you want when you want it? Just go to Robin's anytime for their Breckwich, made with everything you want, like egg, tantalizing ham, perfect bacon, delicious sausage, and of course melt-in-your-mouth cheese that you can enjoy on a croissant bun, wrap, or bagel. Served all day.
Only from your hometown hero, Robin's. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Water cooler's out.
Never fear! As a powerful elemental, I shall conjure forth a refreshing aquatic spring to quench our thirst. Just, give it a minute.
Clean, great-tasting drinking water isn't magic. It's Culligan. Culligan Water has been serving Winnipeg and surrounding areas for 58 years. As a member of the CBWA, you can count on their highly trained staff to deliver the best possible water treatment products and services, drinking water systems, and bottled water. Culligan Water. Better water. Pure and simple.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the seventh at Shaw Park. Big strikeout for Gabe Aguilar. Was able to get Devin Tannen a check swing. The strand the tying run on second. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Goldeyes still leading 3-2. Robert Coe. At times it hasn't been pretty, but he has been able to hold Winnipeg to 3 runs on 7 hits. He has kept the Saints in the game, and he will take on 6, 7, and 8. Donnie Webb, Josh Mazzola, and Luis Allen. Chris Kissick is now warming up in the Goldeyes bullpen. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. We'll take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Donnie 1 for 2, a single and a ground ball double play. Fastball over the outside half of the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes with single runs in the first, second, and third. Both of the Saints runs came in the top of the fourth. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on the switch hitter Donnie Webb, batting left-handed. The Can-Am League's New Jersey Jackals beat the Sioux Falls Canaries 8-5 earlier today in South Dakota. Webb grounds it on the right side. Sacco dives, knocks it down. He throws to Coe, foot race to the bag, and Coe gets there just in front of Donnie Webb. Very close play at first. Coe is a little bit slow getting off the mound, but he picked it up in the last second. A great stop by Angelo Sacco, diving across his body, smothered it. Never quite got it in the glove, but was able to keep it in front, and from his knees, he threw over to Robert Coe. That's a tough throw to make, leading the pitcher towards the bag when you catch the ball in conventional manner, even tougher from your knees. So a good play by Sacco, and it goes down 3-1 in the spring training ground ball. Here's Josh Mazzola, showed bunt pulled back, and that breaking ball squirts through the legs of Jake Taylor. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Kansas City 3, Amarillo 1, top of the 8th at Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. The Wingnuts and Salt Dogs tied at 5, bottom of the 5th at Haymarket Park in Nebraska. 1-0 pitch, line drive the other way, base hit past the reach of Sacco, a base hit through to right field. Josh Mazzola hitting the ball against the shift, cracked his bat off the hands, and with 3 infielders, Wrigley the third baseman, Becker the shortstop, and South the second baseman, all playing to the left of second base. Sacco was not quite halfway between first and second, but he was way off the first base line, trying to make a diving attempt, and it got by him for a 1-out single. So Mazzola's on first with 1 out. Kerry Lightberg's going to go out and buy some time for the right-hander warming up in the Saints pen. Luis Allen 1 for 2 with a fly out to center and a single to center field will be the batter for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The Sioux City Explorers have a 9-2 lead over the Gary South Shore Railcats. Gary in a complete free fall right now over the last week and a half. That game is in the top half of the 5th inning at U.S. Steel Yard. Bottom half of the 4th, Airhawks 2, Lemurs 1 at Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, Texas. Earlier today, the Quebec Capitals of the Can-Am League and the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks were postponed due to rain at Le Stade Municipal. Here at Shaw Park, A great contest between the Goldeyes and the Saints. It's 3-2 Winnipeg in the bottom half of the 7th. Matt Jackson is done after 6 2/3. He's on the long side right now. 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he threw 89 pitches. Mazzola a short lead at first. And the first pitch by Coe. Popped him up shallow right. Going at Sacco with Tout, the second baseman. Tout to his left. He stumbled, and he has to make a two-handed over-the-shoulder catch as he crosses into foul territory. So that'll keep Mazzola at first, and Allen is retired for the second out of the inning. Ryan Pineda stepping up. Chris Kissick continues to throw down the left field line for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Ryan Pineda officially 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the 3rd, hit into a double play in the 5th. The Saints have turned 3 ground ball double plays tonight. They haven't had a great year defensively. Enter tonight 9th in the league in team defense with a .973 fielding percentage. Their defense has kept them in tonight's game. Toss to first, Mazzola dives back. Mazzola 17 steals, tied for 13th in the league, and he has only been caught once. With a caught stealing earlier tonight on Donnie Webb, Jake Taylor is now 5 for 22 in the year in throwing out opposing base stealers. First pitch on the way, fastball taken down low, and it's 1 ball and 0 strikes. 90 miles an hour from Robert Coe. His 98th pitch of the evening. It's now a 23% success rate for Jake Taylor. A runner on first and 2 now. Another toss over, and Mazzola again dives back out of the tag from Angelo Sacco. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pineda grounds one out to short. Tough off, fielded by Becker. He goes the short way to second in time to force out Mazzola, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. Through 7 at Shaw Park. It's 3-2 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products and our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come! Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
You had a long night, and you're hardly awake. You need breakfast, but it's 11 o'clock. Does that even matter? Why eat somewhere that tells you you can't have what you want when you want it? Just go to Robin's anytime for their breckwich, made with everything you want, like egg, tantalizing ham, perfect bacon, delicious sausage, and of course melt-in-your-mouth cheese that you can enjoy on a croissant bun, wrap, or bagel, served all day.
Only from your hometown hero, Robin's. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball.
This is Ryan Pineda, and you're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 8th inning here at Shaw Park. New pitcher in the game for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Right-hander Chris Kissick takes over for Gabe Aguilar. Pitching changes brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Chris Kissick makes his 38th appearance of this season. 0-4 with 12 saves, a 3.25 ERA, 36 innings pitched, 37 hits, 9 walks, 31 strikeouts. Opponent hitting .264 against Chris Kissick. And he'll take on the big bats, Bonfi, Cabrera, and Brackel. Wrigley, if anyone gets on base, 2, 3, and 4. Bonfi 1 for 3, a single. He's reached on an error, and he has grounded out to short. Kissick, 6'4", 185 pounds, a 29-year-old righty from Trail, British Columbia. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Aguilar faced one batter, that was Devin Tout. In the top of the 7th, and he struck him out. No hits, no walks, and he threw 6 pitches in the at-bat. That stranded the tying run on second base. Kissick out of the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Splitter line drive to short, caught by Tyler Kuhn, and there's one man down. Bonfi, a decent swing there on a split-fingered fastball from Chris Kissick, but he hits a soft line drive right at Tyler Kuhn for the first out. That'll bring up Willie Cabrera 0 for 3. A ground out to short, a ground ball double play, and a fly out to right field. So Kissick working here in the 8th. Rick Forney indicated following the ball game on Sunday that he might try and experiment a little bit with the order of the relief pitchers. And he might try and play a little more with matchups. So with 2 righties to start this inning, he's going with Kissick in the 8th. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Last night we saw Lafferty follow Nick Hernandez in the 9th inning with a couple of lefties in the middle of the order for the St. Paul Saints. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for St. Paul. The in-game line score is brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water has been locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. Righty against righty. And the 0-1 pitch. Check swing and a splitter. Appeal at first. No go, says Bobby Feaster. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Keith Brackel, the left-hand batter on deck. Nobody warming right now in the Goldeyes pen. So it appears the 8th inning tonight belongs to Chris Kissick. The Saints do have a righty warming up. And Robert Coe didn't start out well for him tonight, but he ends up with a quality start. The 1-1 pitch. Splitter low and away for ball 2. Through 7 innings, Coe has given up 3 earned runs on 8 base hits. He has walked 2. He has struck out 1, and he is at 99 pitches. So a pretty good chance we'll see someone else to begin the bottom half of the 8th. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 8th inning. The 2-1 pitch fouled off the mask of Luis Allen. Seems to be all right. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kissick last pitched on Saturday in the ball game against Wichita. He went a third of an inning, allowed 1 hit, no walks, and no strikeouts. Kissick in his 2nd year with the Goldeyes made 50 appearances for the club last year. Among the league leaders in that category, Brandon Lafferty leads the league, entering tonight with a total of 46 appearances. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him on a splitter. Chris Kissick takes care of Willie Cabrera with a splitter low and inside. A nasty pitch from the right-hander, and it's 2 outs and nobody on base. Lafferty, with 46 appearances through 81 games, is still on pace to tie the American Association appearances record. The righty warming up down the right field line appears to be Mike Mielek. Keith Brackel at the plate, a left-hand batter with excellent power. 2 years ago at 29 home runs for the Rockland Boulders in the Can-Am League. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored. Bats with a deep crouch. Kissick from the stretch, swinging a line drive, base hit to center field. So Brackel jumps in the first pitch and he singles up the middle. And that puts the tying run on first base for Henry Wrigley. Wrigley has swung the bat well, 2 for 3. A hard line drive to left. And he has a pair of ground ball singles. He scored a run in the 4th. Jamie Vermillion, the 2nd-year Goldeyes pitching coach, goes out to the mound to have a talk with the righty Chris Kissick. Brendan Lafferty has now begun to throw inside the Goldeyes bullpen. Winnipeg got a run in the 1st on an RBI ground out from Jake Blackwood. Another in the 2nd on a Reggie Abercrombie home run. And a 3rd in the 3rd inning on another RBI ground ball from Blackwood. The Saints in the 4th got a 2-out, 2-run double from Angelo Sacco to cut it a 3-2. The Saints have had a couple of opportunities since. The Goldeyes have had a couple of opportunities since as well to expand their lead. The pitching has taken over here through the middle innings and into the late innings here in Game 2 of this series. Wrigley, a right-hand batter, could change things around with a 1 swing. A no doubles defense right now for Winnipeg, both on the infield and in the outfield. The outfielder is very deep and over to the left. First pitch on the outside corner with a fastball. That one had some sink to it by Chris Kissick, and he gets ahead of Wrigley. No balls and 1 strike. For a big power hitter, Wrigley does not strike out much at all. Just 36 strikeouts in 67 games for a guy who has 14 homers this season. The 0-1 pitch inside, and Wrigley had a jackknife out of the way. It's 1-1. Saints beginning tonight 4 games back of the Goldeyes in the North Division, 3 back in the loss column. After Winnipeg took the series opener 6-4 last night. It is Mikey Milik who is warming up in the Saints pen. Right-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Brackel the tying run on first. The pitch, breaking ball grounded hard but foul outside of third base. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Henry Wrigley. Wrigley participating in the home run derby back on July 28th here at Shaw Park. That was eventually won by Craig Maddox of the Gary South Shore Railcats. The tying run is on first, the go-ahead run at the plate. 3-2 Goldeyes, top of the 8th inning. Blackwood back in near the line. Kuhn in the hole, and Brock Bond pulled towards second base. Kissick comes to a high set. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a splitter. Allen applies the tag, and the inning is over. Chris Kissick strikes out Henry Wrigley with a tying run on first. He strikes out 2 in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. Middle of the 8th at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 3 and the Saints 2 on Jewel 101.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
The only thing better than taking in a Goldeyes game is taking to the water. Now you have a chance to breeze across the lake in your very own Alumacraft boat. At select Goldeyes home games, swing by the promenade before the game and enter to win a V16 Series Alumacraft boat complete with a trailer and a 25 horsepower motor, courtesy of Alumacraft and the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The winner will be drawn during the last series of the regular season. Can't wait? Purchase your Alumacraft boat at Girton Marine in Winnipeg.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg's store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Shaw Park. The Goldeyes have a 3-2 lead. We do have a winner for tonight's trivia question, brought to you by the Place de Royale Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Congratulations to Carson Millette of Oakbank, Manitoba, who knew that former Major League righty Tyler Walker was credited with the win in Game 5 of the 2011 Division Series at Midway Stadium. The Saints beating the Goldeyes that afternoon by a final of 5-4. And then the Saints would take a 2-0 lead in the championship series over the Airhogs before Grand Prairie won games 3, 4, and 5 at Quick Trip Park to win the title. First pitch to Brock Bond from a new pitcher, Mike Milik, is a fastball taken high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Mike Milik makes his 35th appearance of the year, all in relief. 6-1 with 2 saves and a 2.94 ERA. Fastball on the outside corner, and the count is now 1-1. 52 innings in just 34 appearances, 37 hits, 22 walks, 46 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 197 against Mike Milik. Brock Bond 1 for 2, a single, a walk, a hard line out, and he has scored a run. A switch hitter left-handed, and he'll be followed by Jake Blackwood and Tyler Kuhn in the bottom of the 8th. Goldeyes looking for some insurance, leading 3-2 over St. Paul and trying to knock the Saints 5 back in the North Division. Milik, 6'2", 190 pounds, a 26-year-old right-hander from Miami, Florida, lives in Castleberry, Florida in the offseason. He's in his 9th year of professional baseball. Slider on the inside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Milik drafted by the Atlanta Braves, an 11th round pick in 2006. He's playing for his 2nd team in the American Association. Pitched briefly for Kansas City in 2012. The 1-2 pitch, line drive to right center, that's in for a base hit. Jaron McDonald sprints to cut it off. Bond makes the turn, will hold up with a leadoff base hit to right center. So a good start here for the Goldeyes, trying to get at least one insurance run. The Saints will send up Saco, Taylor, and McDonald 6, 7, and 8 in the top of the ninth. And remember, they got a good guy on the bench in Evan Bigley, the all-star center fielder, who has sat tonight in favor of Jared McDonald. Rick Forney giving the signs at third base. Brennan Lafferty has started to throw again inside the Goldeyes bullpen. Jake Blackwood is 0 for 3, but he's driven in 2 of the Goldeyes' 3 runs. 2 RBI, ground outs, and he has popped to first base. A toss over. Bond gets back with that tag. Mielek trying to see if Blackwood was going to square around to bunt. Mielek, who's in his second year with the Saints, had a very good year last year, a 2.92 earned run average in 34 contests. Here's the first pitch. Blackwood squares, and he bunts it foul straight down. The count is no balls and 1 strike. Mielek last pitched on Sunday against the Sioux City Explorers. He worked 2 perfect innings of relief, struck out 2, with the Explorers beating the Saints 9-7. The X's, last we checked, were up big on the Gary South Shore Railcats, trying to win their 6th in a row. They control their own destiny. After this series against the Railcats, the X's play the first place Lincoln Salt Dogs. Tossed to first, a wide throw, and Sacco prevents it from going into foul ground. Tyler Kuhn, a left-hand batter, waits on deck. Over the last week or so, the Goldeyes have done a great job at getting down sacrifice bunts. Bond stretching a bigger lead now at first. Mielek steps off, and a look Bond back towards the bag. In 9 seasons, Mielek 21 and 23, 32 saves, and a career 4.20 earned run average. An 11th rounder by the Braves in 2006 out of high school. Blackwood swings and he lines it over the reach of Wrigley. A base hit to left. Brock Bond will stop at second base. So after fouling off the bunt on the first pitch, Blackwood got the green light on 0-1, and he extends his hitting streak to 8 games in a row. With Wrigley playing on the grass, Blackwood ripped it just over his glove. And Winnipeg is first and second and no one out for Tyler Kuhn. And now another potential bunting situation. Kuhn handles the bat very well. Rick Forney will flash the signs to Tyler Kuhn and the base runners. Brock Bond on second and Jake Blackwood on first. 10th hit of the ball game for the Goldeyes, who lead 3-2 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the pitch, Kuhn squares, drops the bunt down left side. It's going to be grabbed by Wrigley as it rolls foul about halfway between home plate and third base. And the count is 0-1. So congratulations to Carson Millett of Oakbank, knowing that Tyler Walker was the Game 5 winner in 2011 for the St. Paul Saints at Midway Stadium. You want a pair of tickets to an upcoming Goldeyes game. Expect a call from the Goldeyes office sometime next week. Casey Harther waiting on deck. Corners pitch way in. Angelo Sacco is halfway between first and home plate. Wrigley is way in a third. Now a throw to second. And diving back safe, Brock Bond. Mike Mielek trying to get out of a first and second no-out jam. The final line on Robert Coe. 7 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, 8 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. He threw 99 pitches. The unearned run came in the bottom of the first due to the passed ball. The 0-1 pitch. He swings away and he hits it foul beyond the plate. So the count is now 0-2. So for a second straight hitter, the bunt was on in the first pitch. And then the hitter got the green light on 0-1 after a foul ball. Here 0-2 now on Kuhn. Casey Harther on deck and Reggie Abercrombie waiting in the hole. Mielek from a high set. He looks back at second. The 0-2 pitch, change up, grounded to the right side, fielded by Sacco. He throws to second, and it's just in time for the force. There is no out at first. Kuhn will be safe. So it'll be first and third and 1 man down. Or is Jake Blackwood safe at second base? Angelo Sacco never stepped on first. He wanted to get Jake Blackwood at second, and they did get him at second base. It did look like they had him out. It was taken by Sacco. He didn't want to give Winnipeg second and third and nobody out, and he took a risk because it was a very close play. But it did look like Becker's foot was on the bag when he got that throw. So it's 3-6. Definitely a risky play, but it keeps a potential double play in order here for St. Paul. And now Casey Harther will bat with first and third and 1 down. It's Bond on third and Kuhn on first. 3-2 Goldeyes, bottom half of the 8th inning. Harther 1 for 3 with an infield single. Stands up in the box. Mielek delivers. Cutter runs outside. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Bond with plenty of speed is scoring a deep fly ball. Lafferty staying loose down the left field line. Kuhn a base running threat on first, held by Angelo Sacco. Middle infield hoping for another double play. Saints have turned 3 of those tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Slider taken high and inside for ball 2. Goldeyes this week is brought to you by Boston Pizza. After the game, you can have any of our more than 100 delicious Boston Pizza menu items delivered to your door. Call 925-4111 or do some finger cooking at bostonpizza.com. Taylor setting up outside. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 86 miles an hour. It's now 2 balls and a 1 strike. This homestand concludes tomorrow with Turkey Night presented by Granny's Poultry. Fans can enjoy a barbecue turkey breast with Danny's barbecue sauce and a bun, along with a soda for just $5, with proceeds donated to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation. Mielek tosses to first and Kuhn dives back under the tag. We'll have a 9-inning turkey giveaway presented by Granny's Poultry, and Big Slick will be on the free press stage beginning at 6 o'clock. 2-1 on Harther. Runner goes off first. Hit foul deep down the right field line and out of play. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kuhn took off on the pitch. They'll have to head back to first. Now 2-2 on Casey Harther with Reggie Abercrombie on deck. 5, 9, 14, 16, and $20 tickets for all Goldeyes games are on sale now through Ticketmaster by calling 1-855-GOLDEYE, visiting Ticketmaster.ca, or visiting any Ticketmaster location, including the box office at Shaw Park. George Samus is going to go out to the mound and have a full infield conference. The battery mates Mike Mielek and Jake Taylor, along with the 4 infielders, have a very quick chat. Samus turns around and will head back to the dugout. Well, they're talking about what to do here if Kuhn takes off again, if Taylor would try and go straight to second, or if they'd hold the ball to try and prevent Bond from breaking for the plate. A huge run here for both sides. Saints are trying to stay within 1, have a fighting chance at the top of the 9th, and for that same reason, Winnipeg trying to at least get the 1 insurance run. Toss to first, Kuhn dives back safe. Tyler Kuhn 10 for 12 in the year in stolen bases. 3 runs, 10 hits, and an error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Harther holding the bat high up as he always does. The runner goes, 2-2 pitch, swinging a chopper, foul outside of third. A 79-mile-an-hour slider. Harther able to spoil it to the left. So for a second straight pitch, Kuhn was off and running. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 3 of this series tomorrow, another 7:05 start. Ethan Hollingsworth takes on right-hander Nick Barnice, who has pitched well against the Goldeyes this season. Mielek brings the hands together. Again, the runner goes, swinging a ground ball to short. Becker fields, no play at second. He throws to first, in to score his Bond, and it's 4-2. A huge insurance run, and Tyler Kuhn, who took off in a 3rd consecutive pitch, keeps the Goldeyes out of a potential inning-ending double play. Harther picks up his 57th RBI this season. So now the Goldeyes get the huge insurance run, 4-2 Winnipeg, bottom of the 8th. Kuhn was in motion, a bouncer out to short. Becker had no chance to get Tyler Kuhn at second base. So his only play was at first, and without the double play, that meant that Brock Bond would come in to score. Now Kuhn on second. Reggie Abercrombie 2 for 3 with a home run. He swings and loops one foul down the right field line, and the count is no balls and 1 strike. It's tough to run in 3 consecutive pitches like that. Kuhn was able to do it, and he helps the Goldeyes get a huge run. If Kuhn's not in motion, that's probably a double play. Instead, just a 6-3 ground out to shortstop. 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Outfield deep and a step to left. Abercrombie hit his 16th homer of the year, leading off the bottom half of the 2nd. Right-hand batter crowds the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss at a slider low and outside. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Against Sacco, Taylor, and McDonald, the scheduled hitters in the top of the 9th. Lefty, righty, lefty. And Brennan Lafferty continues to get ready inside the bullpen. Chris Kissick worked a scoreless top of the 8th. And Winnipeg has scratched out an insurance run here in the bottom half. Right-hander against right-hander. Taylor setting up outside. The 0-2 pitch, punch towards right field, and it's going to be snagged by Sacco, the first baseman. And the inning is over. But the Goldeyes get a big insurance run. There were 2 hits and 1 left on base. End of 8 innings here at Shaw Park. It's Winnipeg 4 and St. Paul 2 on Jewel 101.
While there is no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Their client services coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett-Feasby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS, because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. They help their people every way they can. Visit alsmb.ca.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These seats are made possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you, CN, Princess Auto, Christie's Office Plus, Volkswagen Canada, the Players Cup, MTS, and University of Winnipeg.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend with Sports Select. Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 9th inning at Shaw Park, the Winnipeg Goldeyes have a 4-2 lead over the St. Paul Saints. They get a huge insurance run on the hit and run ground ball from Casey Harder. Tyler Kuhn running on a 3rd consecutive pitch to give Winnipeg a 4-2 advantage. And with Sacco, Taylor, and McDonald, 6, 7, and 8 scheduled to bat. Lefty, righty, lefty. Rick Forney will call upon Brennan Lafferty in a same situation for a 2nd straight night. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Lafferty makes his league-leading 47th appearance of the season. He's 0-2, 3 saves, and a 2.48 ERA. Sacco 1 for 3. He's driven in the 2 Saints runs tonight with a double. Fastball misses inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Lafferty, 40 innings, 33 hits, 21 walks, 43 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .220. 6'4", 185 pounds, a 28-year-old left-hander from Riverside, California. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike, and by getting that insurance run, he can be a little bit more aggressive with that fastball around the plate. Again, Evan Bigley is available on the bench. Right now, Jake Taylor has taken his position in the on-deck circle. Sacco has also been called out in strikes, and he has flied out to left field. The 1-1 pitch, slider taken high, and it's now 2-1. Lafferty took over for Nick Hernandez last night after Willie Cabrera hit a 2-run homer in the 9th to cut the lead to 6-4. He gave up a single to Henry Wrigley, then retired the next 3 hitters to preserve the 6-4 win. Now trying to earn a save beginning the 9th inning tonight. The 2-1 pitch, fastball low and away. 3-1 on Angelo Sacco. Chris Kissick worked a scoreless 8th inning. 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and only needed 12 pitches to record 3 outs. Lafferty, the 3rd Goldeyes reliever used. He's trying to save it for Matt Jackson. The 3-1 to Sacco. Broken bat, pop up left side, sprinting over Blackwood, reaches just beyond his glove. It'll 1-hop over the dugout. Good effort by Jake Blackwood. Sacco shattered his bat. Blackwood had a tough angle, and the ball just wasn't quite high enough as Blackwood sprinted towards the dugout. Blackwood reached over and would bounce in front of the dugout railing and then over the dugout roof. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sacco has done all right against lefties this year. 20 for 70, a .286 average. 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Goldeyes. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the St. Paul Saints. Good pitching on both sides tonight. And the Winnipeg Goldeyes, who have been able to score single runs in 4 different innings, have a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 9th. Taylor on deck and then McDonald to follow. 3-2 the count on Angelo Sacco, the first baseman. Lafferty ready at the belt. The payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Big hop backhanded by Bond. Goes to first. In time, 1 away. So Lafferty comes back from a 3-1 count, and Angelo Sacco grounds out to first. Jake Taylor will step up. Taylor is 0 for 3. He's grounded out and popped out twice. Saints need a base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. Jared McDonald has come out of the on-deck circle. So right now, no sign of Evan Bigley, a right-handed slugger. Brennan Lafferty climbs onto the hill. He works off the first base side, making his 47th appearance of the season. And the first pitch, fastball low and in, 85 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Last night, Lafferty was able to rear back. He had 94 at one point. This now puts Lafferty on pace for 58 appearances, his 47th in the Goldeyes' 82nd game of the year. That would break the league record. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, just foul outside of third. Pretty good swing and a fastball by Jake Taylor. That one got up to 88 miles an hour. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Taylor is 12 for 45 against left-hand pitching this season, a .267 average. Winnipeg 4, St. Paul 2 in the top of the 9th. Outfield deep and a couple of steps to left. Lafferty ready. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup just high. 77 miles an hour. Matt Jackson went the first 6 2/3. Aguilar got the final out in the 7th. Kissick with a scoreless 8th. And now Lafferty in the 9th for a second straight game. 1 out, no one on base. The 2-1 to Taylor. Changeup popped up right side on a foul ground. That's going to reach the seats. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. An attendance tonight of 6,412. And one of the most energetic crowds we have had at Shaw Park this season. Goldeyes are trying to notch their 50th win of the year. Only one other team has reached that mark, and that is Wichita, who was 56-25 entering tonight. Jared McDonald waiting on deck. Lafferty with the new baseball. Allen sets up away. The 2-2 pitch. High fly ball, deep center field. Should be playable for Abercrombie. Abercrombie in a step, makes the catch, and there's 2 men down. So the St. Paul Saints down to their final out. Jared McDonald, who robbed Reggie Abercrombie with a diving play on the warning track in center field earlier tonight. I'll try and keep things going for St. Paul. A left-handed batter. He's done well in brief action with the Saints against lefties, 5 for 12. Tonight he is 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a fly out to right. 4-2 Goldeyes in the top of the 9th inning. Blackwood plays even with the bag. Infield shifted a bit to the right, and the first pitch from Lafferty. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Joey Becker is on deck, the number 9 hitter, so it appears that George Samus is going to stick with what he set out to start tonight's game, with Evan Bigley on the bench. The 0-1, check swing and a changeup low and outside. They want the appeal at third, and Nick Gonzalez says that Jared McDonald held in time. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Lafferty bidding for his 4th save of the year. Outfield deep and straight away against Jared McDonald, who's got some pop in his bat. Lafferty angling his body towards first. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball missed just low, 87 miles an hour. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Winnipeg has led from the get-go. The Saints have led only briefly in this series, 1-0 in the top of the first last night, but the Goldeyes would get 2 in the bottom half. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a broken bat, pop up right side. Casey Harther and foul ground is there. Harther makes the catch and the ball game is over. Brennan Lafferty works a 1-2-3 9th inning, and the Goldeyes beat the Saints for a 2nd straight night, winning tonight's ball game by a final score of 4-2. Brennan Lafferty earns the save for a 2nd time in as many nights in this series, and Winnipeg has dropped St. Paul 5 games back in the American Association North. So the Goldeyes have clinched a win of this 3-game series, a 6-4 win last night, and tonight they take it 4-2. They get just enough offense to support Matt Jackson, who earns his 9th victory of the season. And the Goldeyes now have a shot at a 3-game sweep with Ethan Hollingsworth on the mound tomorrow night. In the 9th inning, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Our final score here at Shaw Park. It's the Winnipeg Goldeyes 4 and the St. Paul Saints 2. Back with a Sports Select post-game show after this on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball. Stay tuned for comments from Goldeyes players and coaches. The Winnipeg Goldeyes Sports Select post-game show is next on Jewel 101.
The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is dedicated to making your stay as easy and carefree as possible. With over 8,000 square feet of meeting space and 213 guest rooms, the Best Western Plus can accommodate events large and small. Their on-site catering team and event